Pro Image Group of Companies, Pro Sport, in conjunction with the Victorian Football League, presents Pro Football.
Hello and welcome once again to more great VFL action in pro football. This week a most important game, and I might add quite a unique one. It's the second of the double header in round 19 at the MCG. Part of the game played under lights between nighttime specialists, as we've come to know them, North Melbourne and Footscray. Both sides desperately wanting a win to keep their finals hopes alive. In fact, if Footscray lost this one, they could just about kiss their finals chances goodbye, considering of course their run home. But, as we all know, anything can happen in footy. Well, about 35,000 people gathered at the MCG for this game. Let's go to the opening bounce now with Peter McKenna and Jack Edwards.
On the MCG on Sevens Big League, the night shift taking over now. The game between North Melbourne and Footscray. Up goes Purser, the ball comes to turf. Punched out of the pack by McLean. Footscray go forward on their half back line now, He's picked up by Foster. He goes to the half-forward line, dropping back to try and take the mark, but here's a chance here. It's been driven up into the forward zone for Footscray. Throw up high, take the mark. McGuinness got the ball working forward, and it's only 15 metres out from goal where big Max Crow will take this shot at goal.
Well, this is the danger, I think, to North Melbourne. Passmore is not a tall player. They've got down there Crow and Beasley, two guys over 6'3", one of them 6'4", one 6'4.5". The first goal of the game may be coming up. Max Crow is normally a doubtful kick at goal, but he's close enough for this one, and he slams it through for the first goal of the game.
Very hard to miss from there, Peter. We've only been playing 52 seconds when that ball went through for a goal. Big Max Crow, they're wearing black armbands. Can you enlighten me there, Peter, as to why? Footscray's side, and they're just wearing black armbands. I don't know of anything that's happened. He's on the other arm, of course.
I think he might be the only one, is he?
Oh, no, I didn't see another one before. Is there? I don't know. Crow has one. Anyhow, back to the centre. Very quick start by Footscray. Max Crow getting the first goal within the first minute.
Well, you can see they've got McCann on Beasley. Well, he's the same height. There's Larkin bringing it out the centre, but Crow will be a danger down there to pass. Well, there's Brad Hardy over the top taking a lovely mark. He's got his critics, this guy, but he can certainly play football. Both players took their eye off the ball there. There's Mickey Passmore. He's got it. Handballs away to Ross Smith. Smith back towards half forward. Marcus Siri overruns the ball. Mickey Egan is there over the back of the pack, punches it towards the line, and over the line it goes. Conditions here, Jack, absolutely perfect. The lights are already on at the MCGs. We see Michael Egan on screen, and the ball is on half forward for North Melbourne.
Yeah, tapped to the front of the pack with Atkins a chance, but he won't beat the boundary line. Another throw-in taking place. It's North Melbourne opposing Footscray in this game. It starts at 5 o'clock in the evening here in Melbourne. A beautiful day. Nearly an autumn day rather than a winter day. Ball tapped down the side of the pack. Hardy again drives Footscray toward the half-forward zone. Crow can't take the mark. It comes to the front of the pack. Crow quickly recovers. Larkin picks up for North Melbourne. Goes into the half-forward zone. Egan's there. Can't take the mark. That's only a mark. Gee, that was a great mark to Phil Cracker. How he got it, don't ask me. Phil Cracker in toward Glendenning. He's dropping back. Could take this. No, couldn't quite get it. Hand pass comes out. German shot over the shoulder. Off target. A chance in the goal square, though. And it's barely. That's 15 metres. That'll put him on the goal line.
No doubt about it.
That wasn't very clever. That'll put him right on the goal line, so he couldn't miss from that far out, surely, which is only would be less than a metre.
Well, I reckon that Darren Saunders is really going to have his work cut out down there. He's the poor man that has to pick up Phil Cracker. Perfect conditions. The skills of the Cracker boys are going to be really under the spotlight. There's Ian Fairley slamming it through for the first goal for North Melbourne. So at the moment, the scores are at level after 3 minutes of the first quarter.
Yes, things sorting themselves out. Glendenning's playing full forward for North Melbourne, and you were talking about the tags opposed to the Cracker boys. So Egan on Jimmy Cracker. Who did you say was on Phil Cracker?
Well, we've got Darren Saunders, number 39, playing on Phil Cracker. He's got the big job because Cracker loves the MCG. played a sensational game going back a couple of months against Essendon here and kicked goals from all angles.
Right, we've been playing just over 3.5 minutes of the first term. Back to the centre bounce. Now our umpires been umpires Robertson and Carlin.
Hardy's in at the centre bounce, which is an interesting move. Harris beaten by Purser. Back it comes towards half forward. A hurry kick on the left foot. Comes down, that was by Schimmelbusch, down towards half forward. Hardy's in there again. Now it's Atkins. We won't count that as a kick. It's brought away by Saunders towards half forward. Punched away by Ross Smith. Wide it comes. Neil Cordy. A hurry kick down towards the half forward line. A chance for the Bulldogs. Over the back, though, is Matthew Larkin. Larkin on the left foot. Brings it wide towards, as we see, Hardy, the Brownlow medal. It's grabbed round the neck. The umpire calls play on, as we see McGuinness trying to trap it. The South Australian can't do so, and over the line it goes.
That was nearly off the boot of Robinson too. Nearly. Anyhow, boundary throw in. Half forward flank for Footscray, members side of the MCG. You're on Sevens Big League, of course. I hope you're enjoying it. Ball tapped down. It's hurriedly booted by, was that Arceri? Got it down. Taken away here by Baxter. He's going to put the ball up to the half-forward zone. Peter Baxter it was. North Melbourne in defence now. Crow with the ball. Can't get... Yes, he got a little kick when tackled by Harris to the half-forward zone. Proper it travels. Only 40 metres out from Footscray's goal. A shot by Royal. Off target, I feel. Only one behind. Good shot. Well, a quick shot. Not a good one. Only bringing up the minor part of the prize. Yeah.
And there's Brian Royal. A haphazard kick that one. He probably had a little bit more time than he thought. There's Steve McCann. It was a lovely pass. A good lead too was made there by Andy Demetrio. He kicks wide to a lead by Darren Harris. He marks on centre wing. Off he goes onto the left foot. He brings it back towards half forward. Peter Foster's there.
Well done.
Punches it to Larkin. Larkin dummies. Gives a high ball. Cracker waits down as Glendinning flies, and that's a good mark by Ross Glendinning. This is kicking distance. He's got an open goal if he kicks it now.
I think he'll take his time.
Well,
and he possibly use the drop punt or the talk, but holding it for a drop punt, Pete, by the looks of things.
He knows he can kick the distance. He's got his knees strapped, but he is a great kick of a football.
Look at that. No worried about the distance. I don't think he's got it, though. He's pushed it out. Or hooked it in more than anything.
There's been rumours that he's got a slight hamstring strain, so that seems... Oh, it's down the lower part of the hamstring. Maybe those rumours are true, Jack.
Yes, I think they're more than rumours, Pete. He's only a few games to go. What's that? Petraglic playing full back or kicking in. Tatsaris says, look like Petraglic.
They look very alive.
They do. There's a chance now for Footscray to go forward. Purser got the ball out. Picked up by McLean. Very talented player. McLean up on the left foot, up to the half-forward zone. That was a nice mark. So it's a chance now for Rance to put the ball into the full-forward zone. He goes out wide to Beasley. Beasley and McCann. Good mark, Beasley. Very good mark indeed.
Well, any young boy who was watching that is a perfect full-forwards mark. That he didn't push out his opponent on that occasion, McCann. He just leant into him, didn't he, Jack,
yes,
on the side, just enough to put him off balance and took a good mark, and it was a good pass too by Rance. Now, Beasley is a great kick for goal normally. He doesn't miss these.
I think he'd get this one.
Well, his 45-degree angle, he stabs. The goal umpire goes back and he says, yes, it's a goal to Simon Beasley. That's his first and Footscray's second. They move on to 2-1-13, leading North Melbourne 1-1-7.
Well, on the Sevens Big League, only 7 minutes into the... that clock up there's going to confuse me. It's the time of day. We're not normally used to seeing it there after 5. It's 7:21 into the first term, and good game of football so far. Footscray 13 points, North Melbourne 7 points. You're on the big league, of course, and some interesting things can happen in this game. We could possibly... Glendinning, I don't think will play in Victoria after this season, Pete. I think he'll be finished with Victorian football. I don't think he'll be playing here again, so we might be seeing our last chance to watch the brilliance of Glendinning. Jimmy Cracker in trouble, taken away by Royal. It goes out wide. Oh, who's going to take this one away? Smith. The ball in front of him, having trouble controlling it though. Playing basketball out there. Petraglia tried to get a hand pass, and another one. Kicks it off the ground toward Larkin. Picked up by Schimmelbusch. Untidy football there on the boundary line, and the umpire eventually wins out with a boundary throw-in.
Well, I know one bloke out there will be trying his heart out to impress, and that'll be Angelo Petraglia, who was given the flick by North Melbourne. There's been a pretty
what do you mean? What's that mean, given the flick?
Well, he was dropped off the list. There's Murray Rance. Goes in after it. Oh, he got it too. Onto the left foot goes Rance. Hooks it back, Beasley and Crow, and Crow takes a one-hander. Yes, it's a mark to Max Crowe. That is going to be a big problem. It's standing out like Granny's tooth at the moment. But Michael Passmore, I don't think he's big enough to play on Max Crowe. But I think North are a bit stuck because I don't know if they've got another big enough player to put on him.
No, it's pretty difficult. Only the one I could think of would be MacDonald, but don't know whether he's even on the bench yet. Shot by Crowe's his second goal. He's kicked 2 goals now from within 15 metres. Had 3 kicks for 2 goals. You can't do much better than that, Max. But you'll be quite happy with what you've done so far this evening, or this afternoon. So, Geelong, who played in the first game, were a bit disappointing, as Bobby Skilton told me, because they led by 6. So you don't know what's going to happen in football. But Footscray have started well in this game, Pete, to lead now by 2 goals over North Melbourne. But what can happen here with Passmore opposing Crowe?
Well, they have got McDonald on the bench. He's a pretty big guy. They could swing him down there.
So it's a bit stiff the way the ball's been delivered up there. It's been delivered to Crowe.
Oh, perfect conditions too. Makes it easier for forwards.
Righto, Jimmy Cracker got it down, taken away and kicked up by Foster to the half-forward zone. McGuinness giving chase. Might win out too. He has possession. Oh, well done. With the left foot kick bringing the ball towards Beasley or the double-headed Crowe. Crowe at the back, can't take the mark. He's got the ball. Can't do much with it. Passmore did the tackling. McCann has it and lost it. Petraglia gets it out. That was nearly a throw. Atkins picks up. Gets away from Hardy. Atkins only just got away from Hardy. Got a small kick in. It's back towards the half-forward flank for Footscray, taken by Wallace. The left foot kick going back toward the high-flying Crowe. Can he get it? One hand doesn't take them up there often. Rance caught in possession. The ball on the turf. North dangerously defending here. Oh, hand pass by Smith comes out to Robinson. Now they can get away with it.
Yes, Peter German on the left foot. Oh, he's kicked it straight to Stephen Wallace on centre wing. Oh, Footscray looking good at the moment. He's gone towards Purser and Schimmelbusch. Purser takes the mark. He runs to the 50-metre line. He's still ducking around. Looks it back now. Which way will it bounce? Beasley. Oh, over the back is Crowe. Oh, gee, into the open goal. Don't tell me he's missed. No, he's kicked it. He's kicked it for his 3rd goal. They've got to make a move, Jack.
Well, it was a bit. That one was a bit fortunate, wasn't it?
Oh, he left him. He should have got with him.
The bounce came to him. Passmore was out in front, anticipating the bounce favouring him, but that didn't happen. And Max Crowe has now kicked 3 goals from within 15 metres and only had 4 kicks, so he's not wasting many, is he? So Passmore in trouble. So is North Melbourne, if that's the case, because Footscray 4-1-25, North Melbourne 1-1-7 points on the big lead.
He was a little bit unlucky, but his man had Beasley covered. They both ran at the ball. He ran and he left Crowe, and that was very, very dangerous. As we see North Melbourne, a hand pass from Jimmy Cracker down to German, and German, here's the danger man if they can get it to him. Phil Cracker, Glendinning's gone back. Good kick by Cracker. Glendenning in front. Oh, good use of the body. Nearly took it. Hand pass by McLean, straight to Fairley. Was it touched? The umpire says it wasn't, I think. Oh, boy. Mickey Egan reckons it was touched. It's a goal to Fairley, his 2nd.
Well, not a bad game of football, is it, here at the MCG? Footscray 4-1-25, North Melbourne 2-1-13. We've only been playing now 12 minutes, not quite 12 minutes into the first term, and already 6 goals have been kicked in the game.
This is good. But look, perfect conditions, Jack. I'm really looking forward to this game because they're 2 very, very evenly matched sides. I'm dying to see Cracker in action. I reckon already you can see that he's the danger man down there on the forward line. Down the other end, Max Crowe's the danger man with his great height in that forward pocket.
Right, the bounce back in the middle. The umpires, I've told you, Ian Robinson and Brendan Carlin. Up it goes, it comes down. Harris nearly got that tap. Oh, they're running it away from the centre. Not a good kick, though, by Cordy. McCann comes out from the goals. The left foot kick from McCann comes out toward the wing position. It bounces towards Demetriou. There's a chance for him to take it away. Being tackled by Baxter. Demetriou gets possession. Oh, could have got it out toward Cracker. Couldn't do so. Baxter kicks off the ground. Comes up toward Petraglia. He can't take it cleanly. In comes Atkins. He picks up. Hurried hand pass was straight up in the air. They're heading for the boundary line. In fact, could nearly have been penalised. And the umpire hasn't penalised.
I think it was deliberate, and the umpire gave him the benefit of the doubt. But, oh, gee, Neil Cordy, wait, they've moved past more. They had to do... Oh, that's worse. They've got Ramsey down on Crowe. By heck. We see Petraglia on the left foot. I know they had to do something, but Roy Ramsey, here goes Crowe again as it's punched by McGuinness. Crowe's there. The bounce favours Footscray, but it comes loose. That was holding the man. Round the foot, in fact, said the umpire. It'll go North Melbourne's way, but...
What's this round the foot?
They grabbed him by the foot.
Oh, haven't heard that one.
Well, that's what the umpire signalled as we see. Robertson, Purser, Darren Harris, he picks it up, he goes for the long kick. Egan's there, and Phil Cracker, it favours Egan. Egan over the back, Mickey Egan, he's a real little goer. Over to Wallace, Wallace straightens up and kicks a high ball towards half forward. Players set themselves, the big punch away, Hardy the big thump. Straight to Michael Passmore, who'll appreciate being moved off Crow. Neil Cordy should mark this, he can't. Jimmy Cracker's there, Cordy's got great pace, grabbed by the foot. Runs behind the mark, or did he? No, he's got to go behind the mark.
Oh, they weren't too happy about that one. Brian Cordy throwing the ball back disgustedly, and the kick up toward McCann and Beasley. The ball put to the front of the pack. Hardy, I don't know where he's playing. Hardy picks up on the half-forward flank, hooks it back overhead. It comes to the front of the pack again. Here's another chance. Been picked up by McGuinness. The left foot passes on into the goal square. It's gone to the wrong fella. Taken by Ramsey. Ramsey kicks back to the half-back flank for North Melbourne. And the mark has been taken out there by David Dwyer. Dwyer looking for a hand pass. Now shoots a little pass over the top. A chance for Schimmelbusch to move North forward. Off the wing he goes into the half-forward zone. Glendenning dropping back to take the mark. Glendenning judged that perfectly. He hasn't gone for a shot at goal. He's popped it up to Larkin, and Larkin only 30 metres out from goal for North Melbourne. Should be able to kick this one to make the difference. Only one goal.
Well, Jack, I don't want to be be too wise. I reckon Tatsaris is not big enough for a start to play on Glendenning. Glendenning is very experienced, and they're going to have all sorts of problems. Ramsey playing down there on Crow, by heck. As we see Matthew Larkin chipping it. Oh, don't tell me he's missed. He just tried to pop that instead of kicking through the ball.
That shot at goal there by Matthew Larkin of North Melbourne, and Peter McKenna is dead right. Roy Ramsey on Crow. That is rather a mismatch. Anyhow,
I know he had to do something. He was. They were desperate because Passmore had 3 kicked on him. I would have moved him, but I don't know about that one. I would have brought McDonald on.
Righto, Phil Cracker has it. Hooks it back cleverly too. That was a very clever kick. Got it back to North Melbourne's half-forward zone. North haven't taken advantage of it. Demetriou has it. Goes in short. Arceri, and he takes the mark. Now, Arceri is not the smallest man on the ground. I thought he would have been, but he's not. Jimmy Cracker is that. And Arceri about 50 metres out. Might have trouble making the distance.
Look at Glendenning. Look at Glendenning. Oh, too good, too strong. I said to you, Jack. I said, look, at standing out like Glennie Smith, they've got to move Tatsaris.
Well, don't let them do that. Let them stay as it is, because that makes it even. Crow and Ramsey down one end, and Glendenning and Tatsaris
He'll
down
kill Tatsaris.
Righto, he's kicked another one. Glendenning put it through. So, another one. He's kicked another one for North Melbourne. So now it's 3-2 to 4-1, and Larkin missed an easy goal. So an even game of football here. 16 and a half minutes, not quite gone in the first term. I tell you what's annoying me at present in football. Every time a goal's kicked, runners come from every point of the ground. There's no points in an oval, but from every compass point they come, and they come dashing out in the ground. It's driving me insane. I don't know why they bother getting out there. Centre bounce. Toward the 17-minute mark, North Melbourne down by 5 points to Footscray, and that was a little bit of a mismatch there. Footscray players knocking each other down. Robertson held. The umpire said, which way's it going? North Melbourne's kick, but Big Harris has it. Normally good kick, this fellow.
I'll say, look at that. That's a 70-metre kick. Glendenning from behind, magnificent play to Fairley. Fairley picks it up, hooks it, and it's to goal. Great play, Glendenning.
Yes, good play, Fairley too. He's kicked his second goal. No, his third goal. So that's 3 goals to Fairley at one end, 3 goals to Max Crow at the other. Fairley 3 goals in 3 kicks, Max Crow 3 goals in 4 kicks. So it's not a bad game of football.
But what great play by Glendenning. Scores 4-2 to 4-1. North Melbourne a point in front, but Glendenning, he knew that Fairley was clear in the goal square, thumped it over the top of the pack straight to him, and that was great play. And that Footscray defence is going to be in for a torrid time tonight.
8 goals kicked in the first 17 and a half minutes of the game. Now it's with North Melbourne's Harris, but he can't get it away. The hand pass came out of the pack, came toward Wallace. He couldn't do a great deal with it, and we'll see a bounce taking place still in the centre square. In fact, you'd still say still in the middle of the MCG. Is umpire Carland on screen now, putting the ball down. The ground imperfect, Nick. Bounces truly. Harris gets up high. Purser took the knock, got taken by Smith, who kicks out wide toward Larkin. Difficult mark to take, and he wasn't successful in taking it. It's taken by Baxter. He balks well. Gets the boot into it now. That was well played. Gets it up to Crow. Can't take the mark. Tapped out of the pack toward Royal. Punched on by Passmore to Royal. Royal's kick is smothered. Picked up again and kicked high by Royal. Beasley's the P. Can't take the mark. On the end of the goal square, it's picked up by McCann. The relieving kick out toward Larkin. He can't take it. Punched out by Harris. A charge for North Melbourne's Dwyer with the ball in front of him. On the wing position outer side. North can move the ball forward through Dwyer. Hooks it back into the centre half forward area. A chance for Jimmy Cracker being tackled, not in position. He picks up quickly into towards Glendinning. And Glendinning lets it go. Should have taken the mark. Should have taken the mark. A little bit disorientated there. He thought it was going through, but it's run through for only one behind.
I just wonder if that hamstring injury, Jack, whether he just wasn't prepared to stretch himself, just that little extra. That goes through your mind when you've got a hamstring injury. There's Michael Egan from behind taking a strong mark after a lovely kick out. It's 4-3 to 4-1. 2 points the difference as Mickey Egan from half-back flank with Andy Demetrio on the mark. Egan, a real little terrier in the back pocket, brings it, being held he was too. And let's say that's Angelo, but no, it's Brian Royal, in fact, on centre wing. He wants to get his man back on the mark, but off he goes. Gee, he runs onto the left foot like Brian Royal. He looks for Crow. Held by the arm, was he? There's Jimmy Cracker. Kicks wide. They've got loose men everywhere, North Melbourne. Marcus Erie takes the mark. He goes onto the left foot. Kicks it to Robertson. Robertson's off. Who's he looking for? Phil Cracker. He kicks it to the space. Glendinning and Cracker. Good play by Tetsaris, thrown away there by Glendinning over the line, but it's on North Melbourne's forward zone in the forward pocket at the 20-minute mark of the first quarter, with 2 points the difference in favour of North Melbourne.
North Melbourne 4-3, Footscray 4-1. You're on Sevens big league with only 2 points between the teams, and 40 metres out from North Melbourne's goal is where the boundary throw-in will take place. With the front of the pack it travels, Andy Demetriou tries to keep it in play, unsuccessful, and a boundary throw-in will take place. Once again, you would say in exactly the same position. 20.5 minutes now gone, the first term. A great evening for football, and a great game of football being played. Purser puts it down. Egan, is it? Getting the ball away, a chance for Harris. Now here's a good kick. He could get the ball right into the square where Glendinning will wait for it. He puts it up high. It's a big kick. One for the Rovers if he can't take the mark. Glendinning coming out. The ball on who took that one?
Fairley.
Where did he come from? I'm watching Glendinning come from the back toward the ball. Fairley's cut across in front of him. Now Fairley is playing, I was going to say fairly confidently. He's kicked 3 goals. He's only had 3 kicks. He's having his 4th kick going for his 4th goal.
Great effort by Ian Fairley, an excellent effort so far in this first quarter. The ex-Williamstown boy. Don't tell me he's missed this one, has he? Gee. We've seen some sitters missed today in both games. The early game, Melbourne and Geelong. Ablett missed some sitters. And, of course, we've seen a couple of easy ones missed in this game. One by Larkin and one by Fairley. But would have been a handy one as we see Tetsaris from the half full-back bringing it towards the half-back line. Royal is there. Neil Cordy grabbed high. Now that was a good tackle. Rowan Robertson, good strong play.
Well done.
He's got it, hooks it back. Here's danger because Glendinning's there. Tetsaris used his body beautifully. A hand pass comes out to Jimmy Cracker from Marcus Erie. Jimmy Cracker hooks it back at goals and he slams it through. Lovely goal to the little Rover.
I thought he'd missed that. I was giving you the sign, only one behind, but Jimmy Cracker popped that one through. A great game of football we're watching here. His first goal, Jimmy Cracker. 5-4 North Melbourne. Footscray 4-1. If I'm right, I think Footscray had about a 3-goal lead at one stage in this quarter. So it's only the first term if you're watching the big league. Well, we have to be watching to be hearing. So 22 minutes ago in the first term, 5-4 to 4-1. Well, Footscray or North going forward. Through Wallace, Footscray go forward. Picked up by Smith. Hooks it out to the members' wing. Larkin in pursuit. Will he get there before the boundary? No, we won't. We'll see a boundary throw.
I'll tell you what, if Footscray use their brains here, I reckon the fact that they've got Ramsey on Crow, I wouldn't have Crow away from goal. I'd have him near goals where your height becomes far more dangerous and let Beasley lead up.
I think Mickey Malthouse might be wondering or worrying about the two of them clashing, Beasley and Crow, that's all. Atkins down there doing the...
But I think you'd agree, Jack, that Crow would be far more dangerous around near the goals with his height on Ramsey than up around the half-back line where Ramsey could run off him.
I'd send Crow around about centre-half forward because he kicked the ball a mile quick. Righto, this is on the centre wing bounce. This one's taking place. Percy got it down. Arsiri gives it out to Jimmy Cracker. Jimmy Cracker hooks it back in towards Schimmelbusch. He's unsighted. He couldn't take it. Taken away well here by Neil Cordy. Beasley's leading. A ball's popped up to him. Rovers are required by Footscray. Beasley can't take it. Here's a rover coming in now. Rance is caught in possession, holding the ball. That's the call.
Great tackle by Roy Ramsey, the evergreen Roy Ramsey. There he is. He's been around a long time. He had a short stint at Essendon, but he very, very honest as he brings it towards half back. And there's Andrew Purser. Talk about honesty. There's another one who gives 100% every week. He's going to kick it high to Beasley. Now Crow's here this time from behind. Max Crow.
Yep.
Oh, yes, as I said. Look, it's standing out like a beacon. You've got to have him near the goals on Ramsey. He'll take him apart because he's a great mark. He's already kicked, what, 3 and a chance for his 4th.
Yes, but you may also take into account what I said. If he clashes with Beasley and going for the ball, I don't know.
Beasley doesn't play. Beasley plays that leading game and can come up the ground, whereas Crow can't. There's the... Oh, he's missed it. He's missed it. Oh, gee, there's been a couple of sitters missed, Jack.
A few easy goals missed out of those 6 behinds that have been kicked for the day. I reckon 3 or 4 of them. 4 of them should have been goals, but they're all right. That's why they have the other post there. 5-4 to 4-2. North Melbourne leading Footscray. We've been nearly 24.5 minutes into the first term, and Jimmy Cracker with the ball. The lead's by Ramsey down the flank, but Big Crow's there, too tall. Dumped the ball away. It's been picked up and hurriedly booted into the full forward zone by Baxter. It's up high. McCann tapped it forward. Oh, an easy goal. Picked up and driven straight through the goals by McGuinness. McCann tapped it forward, but tapped it straight to McGuinness, who popped it through for a Footscray goal, his first goal. So on the big league, as we approach the 25-minute mark of the first term, North Melbourne 5-4, 34. Footscray 5-2, 32.
What a game, Jack. And Tony McGuinness, I'll tell you what, I didn't think he had all that much pace when he first came across. I reckon he's picked up a bit of pace, but that was bad luck to McCann, though, because he was running with the flight of the ball and he had to sort of...
Wasn't decisive enough to punch away. He should have got it a long way away from him. He just tapped it down. Centre bounce into the time-on period of the first term on the big league. Chance for Robertson, but he's got a freak. Who got the freak here, Robertson or
Cracker?
You see Jimmy Cracker running back to take the kick. The umpire signalling time on. His 7th possession to Jimmy Cracker. Hand pass to Larkin. Should kick it long. He does now. Fairley's a chance. Got the ball. Oh, nearly got it. Hand pass by Demetriou to Atkins. Atkins steps around the corner. He can't find a teammate. And the ball taken by Tatsaris. Tatsaris breaking away from the full-back position. Passmore's a chance. He lets it go for Harris. Passmore has a crumb now. Just about threw it away. Comes back to Larkin. Larkin getting balanced. Thought of a hand pass. Looks for Robertson. He won't take this one. Tapped down by Tatsaris. And hooked up into the wing position where the mark has been taken by Ramsey. Ramsey plays on over to Smith. It came from the boot of Darren back to that one taken by Ramsey. Jimmy Cracker flying high, or was it Phil? It was Phil Cracker. The ball comes away from the pack. Footscray desperately defending here and driven up away by Saunders. Taken by Hardy. Hardy up to Beasley and McCann. McCann the back burst, should be in front. McGuinness does the roving. McCann in trouble. The ball under him. They're appealing for holding the ball. The umpire said a bounce.
Would have been a game umpire to pay it. I think it was holding the ball. He made no attempt to get it out, McCann, but the umpire, I'll tell you what, Jack, there's no doubt it's a different thing when they're 20 metres out from goal than out in the wing.
That's all he was too, only 20 metres out, dead in front of goal. North Melbourne leading Footscray by 2 points on the big league at the 27-minute mark of the first term, and the ball being put down by umpire Carlin, only 20 metres out from Footscray's goal.
A great first quarter here. There's Crow getting it out. It's still right in front of goal as we see Robertson on the right foot out wide to Steve Wallace, who always seems to be on his own. A hand pass. Back it comes to Brian Cordy. Cordy runs to half forward and kicks it high. Crow and Beasley, they're there. It's thumped to the ground. In they go. There's Max Crow trying to get it out. He eventually does. Looks for McGuinness. Now McGuinness is a left footer. If he can swing around, no, he can't. It's kicked away by Ross Smith. What's going on? There's the hoots of the crowd about something or other.
I think they're looking for a free kick which wasn't paid, but the umpire now on screen.
Well, 2 blokes might have lost their beards, Ramsey and Ackerley, but there's one. Ross Smith seems to be growing one, Jack.
They come and go these days, don't they? Tapped down by Harris toward Demetriou. He can't take it. Royals' kick comes out of the pack toward McCann. McCann in the back pocket will run the ball out of bounds. The umpire couldn't penalise that because he was actually, I don't know whether he's trying to take possession or not. pretty hard to penalise that one. 28 minutes gone the first term on the big league, and North Melbourne leading by 2 points over Footscray, 5-4 to 5-2. Footscray in attack, only a few metres out from goal. Robertson a chance to pick up. Summers off the ground and finds the boundary line. We'll see another boundary throw-in taking place 55 metres out from the Footscray goal.
A great sight here at the MCG with the seagulls flying around and the ground in perfect condition. No wind. There's Maxi Crow's had a tremendous first quarter, and he's rucking well in that forward pocket too. Although at that time, he still got the punch away, but took his eye off the ball. But there's a series was grabbed when he didn't have the football. Good umpiring there by umpire Carlin. No doubt about that. In front of the member stand, a little Marcus Siri from the half-back line runs around. Onto the left foot he goes. Not a bad left foot kick normally.
Kick, really.
That one dropped short on that occasion. Now here's Passmore. Touch of the fumbles. Michael Passmore knocks it on to Wayne Schimmelbusch. Schimmelbusch to Demetrio. Glendinning leads. One out against Tatsaris. Glendinning over the back. Can he get it? Tatsaris putting him under pressure. No free kick there. That was actually kicked on the full in the finish, I think. Good umpiring, though, not to play the free kick. That was no free kick, Jack. He took a dive.
No, he wasn't even looking. Well, he wasn't going crook, I was about to say. He wasn't blaming the umpire for not playing it. North in attack. Hardy's there. Fairley's there. Jimmy Cracker shoots off the boundary line. It's close, but not close enough. Only one behind.
5-4 North Melbourne. 5-5, in fact, 35 North. Footscray 5-2, 32. This is a really even contest.
This will be a fairly long quarter too, Peter. 10 goals have been kicked in the quarter. We've been playing over 29.5 minutes now.
Mickey Malthouse is wrapped in this guy on screen. He thinks he's a real Footscray player, a real goer. He's got his work cut out today on Glendinning.
Well, we'll see how he goes. Rowan Robertson breaking away. His hand pass was high toward Atkins. Atkins 45 metres out from goal on the run, drives forward. Glendinning applauds the effort. The umpire says all clear. Atkins kicks his first goal, and just prior to quarter time, Atkins has won after 3 possessions. North Melbourne 6-5, 41. Footscray 5-2, 32 on 7's big lead.
Well, I wonder if that's Brad Hardy's man to see him walking back on screen with him. So I just wonder. Anyway, we'll pick it up as the game goes on. Hardy seems to be playing all over the place at the moment.
Well, I said before he was up on the half-forward flank. They said, where is he playing?
Well, he's actually starting off at the centre bounce here, so...
well, maybe he's doing it his way. They sing that song about him at Footscray. He sings that song for himself. I do it my way. The ball in the centre of the MCG. Footscray in attack now. The ball out with Royal. And from half-forward, he's going toward Beasley. No, his hand passed in toward Hardy. Here he comes again. Hardy on the left foot goes goal. He's done it his way, all right. One goal, Brad Hardy. Joe Footscray, 6-5. Sorry, 6-2. North Melbourne, 6-5. What a quarter of football. 12 goals, 41 playing, 38 on 7's big lead.
Well, it is a great quarter of football, and there he is. He has his critics, of course, but and I'm not one of them. I've never knocked him since he's come over. He won the Brownlow medal. He kills them in the State of Origin games. And he's just one of those brilliant players that likes to run with the flight of the ball and do his own thing. Some coaches mightn't like that style of player, but it's good for the fans.
At the centre bounce, taken by Purser, tapped down to the front of the pack. Rance got the hand pass to the man himself, Hardy. The left foot kick, McCann leading out. Beasley took the front berth from him. A chance for Footscray's Rovers. Socket off the ground toward the boundary line. North defending desperately, picked up by Crow. The kick won't make the distance, but it's well placed into the forward pocket. It travels. It might. No, it's hit the behind post, so it will be a boundary throw-in. Would have been better for North Melbourne had it gone through for one behind instead of a boundary throw-in, because it gives Footscray the chance to score. Footscray trailing North Melbourne by 3 points at the 32-minute mark of the first term. Crow trying to get a kick at goal. Good try, only one behind. So Max Crow has kicked 3 goals, 2 in the first quarter. And as I speak, the siren sounds. North Melbourne 6-5, 41. Footscray 6-3, 39 on 7's big league at the MCG. On 7's big league, we start the second term of the game between North Melbourne and Footscray on the night shift. Umpire Ian Robinson on screen now, one of the veterans of the game. Ball tapped down. Royal tries to barge his way through. Taken away by Schimmelbusch. He got a hand pass away. A chance for McGuinness. It'll go for Footscray. Footscray are trailing by only 2 points. The ball up to Beasley. Thumped away by McCann, and it's through for one behind.
Well, that was great play by McCann, because Beasley had him, jostled him out of position, was in a perfect spot to take the mark, and McCann lunged it through for a point. 41 plays 40, 1 point the difference with North Melbourne in front. We're seeing a great game of football here at the MCG.
Here's the scores in the first term. North 6-5, Footscray 6-3.
There's a one-out duel on half-back flank. It comes away towards centre wing. There's David Ackley without the beard today. Hand pass to Rowan Robertson. Robertson on the left foot, looking down towards Phil Cracker. Oh, he's pulled off the ball by the arm. A hand pass comes from Mickey Egan across there towards his teammate in Brad Hardy.
Great mark.
Wide, a good mark to David Dwyer. Over to Jimmy Cracker. Jimmy Cracker kicks wide, looking for his brother Phil, and he's found him. It's like radar that Phil Cracker wants to give it to someone. He's going for the long kick towards Glendinning in front of Tatsaris. He's too good. Far too good for Tatsaris. He should have already had 3 or 4 goals on the board. At the moment, he's only kicked 1. But this will be his second, I would think, from right in front. That was just sheer ability.
I doubt very much if he could miss this. The man on the mark only being 15 metres out from goal. Glendinning putting it toward goal and through for a goal. So he kicks his second goal, Ross Glendinning. North Melbourne 7-5, 47. Footscray 6-4, 40 points. Only 1 3/4 minutes into the second term here at the MCG. On screens, Tatsaris, an up-and-coming player, but the other fellow, Glendinning, Brownlow medalist, and I suppose you could say champion. I think possibly into the twilight of his career now, but certainly has some skills.
I think you'd also say that Tatsaris would not be used to playing in a key position, particularly at full-back, and Glendinning's had a ton of experience right down, you know, from full-back to centre-half, back to centre-half forward and full-forward. So it's a big job for Tatsaris, but as I said in the first quarter, Mickey Malthouse is a big rap for him. Oh, that's round the neck to Malin, who started off an interchange and has been brought on. Purser is dominating the centre bounces. There's the long kick coming towards full forward. Oh, geez, doing well down there, McCann on Beasley. A big punch away, comes to Foster. Peter German's there. Caught, drops the ball. Hand pass was from Fairley. Coming through is Brian Cordy. Footscray, a real team of goers. Rowan Robertson's there. Ooh. Kicked away. There's Malin. Grabbed when he didn't have the football. Then goes the umpire's really letting it go. There's McDonald over to German. German on the left foot brings it towards Fairley.
Well
that's a good mark to Ian Fairley, who kicked three goals in the first quarter, and a 15-metre penalty brings him up towards half forward.
Yes, he wouldn't kick it from there. He's still about 60 metres out from goals, but he put it up into the square. They're giving Glendinning plenty of room down there. He's going for this ball now, out in front, with the ball thumped away by Tatsaris over the boundary line, and the throw-in will take place. Glendinning coming in to do the ruck work, or is he coming in to do the roving to the ruck men? He's in that position anyhow. We'll see what happens from here. Glendinning will do the ruck work against Purser. Glendinning the front berth. The ball comes to the front of the pack, and Hardy's kick out on the full. So North Melbourne will take a free kick off the half-forward line, and Peter German, 55 metres out from goal, will not kick a goal from there. I don't think he'd make the distance, but he'll shoot it up toward Glendinning, who's leading out in front of Tatsaris. Can't take the mark. Foster has it. Hand passes into Egan. Egan moves it out toward McLean. Hasn't done a great deal yet, but he's a good player. He's thinking of a hand pass. Gets away. His hand pass to Wallace. Footscray moving off the outer wing position into the half-forward zone, and a mark taken down there by big Max Crow. And from 55 metres out, he could kick the goal. Max Crow has kicked 3 goals in the first term out of 5 possessions, and he could possibly kick this because he's a great kick of the football.
Well, he's a long kick, not normally all that accurate, but look at that long kick. What's he done? He might be just offline. When he was playing at Essendon, he kicked a lot of points.
He normally use a torpedo, though.
Yeah, from a long way out. There's 47 plays 41. North Melbourne in front by a goal. The short kick comes out to Donald McDonald, now playing on the ruck. In the ruck in place of Darren Harris. Over the back is coming away Saunders, I think it is. Oh, it's not. It's Baxter. Baxter towards full forward. Beasley from behind. No mark down there. Now Beasley's got it. He's looking for the hand pass. He gets it to Angelo Petraglia, who picks it up. He hooks it back. And I think Angelo's done it. Yes. Good play by Beasley. Lovely snap by the little rover.
Yes, good goal by Petraglia. Giving him congratulations there as Beasley, his first goal. And 5 minutes into the second term on the MCG in this double-header, we see 7-5 playing 7-5 on Sevens Big League. 47-47. Been a good first term, and now it's a good second term.
Yes, great stuff. And there's a little fella, Angelo Petraglia, will be trying his heart out tonight, because he was given the flick by North Melbourne off the list. And, well, it's always good to see a player comeback at a new club. There's Robertson, bundled out of the way. It's grabbed there by Baxter again. Down towards half forward where Michael Passmore takes the mark. He brings it wide. Who's there? Brian Corley.
Free kick.
Licks Matthew Larkin around the neck. It was a mark and a free kick all in one.
Larkin going into the half-forward flank, finding Demetriou, who takes the mark 55 out, goes for a hand pass to Schimmelbusch. He goes in towards goal, looking for Glendenning or anyone who could take a mark. Glendenning, one-hander, hand pass to Atkins, he lost it. Hand pass back over into the square and only forced through for one behind. I thought Glendenning had that mark there for a moment, but the umpire deemed it to be not a mark, so we'll see only 1 point. Putting North Melbourne in front now, 7-6 playing 7-5. And it's 48-47, just over 6 minutes into the second term. Dwyer being dragged down, has to be a free kick to Dwyer. 55 metres out from goal. He wouldn't kick it. Hopeful for Glendenning again, I would think. Hand pass to Schimmelbusch again. He puts it up into the square, floats away, only one behind. So North Melbourne getting off target in the second term. They started the quarter at 6-5. They are now 7-7. 1 goal, 2 for the term. Footscray playing on from full-back. Short pass goes to Purser.
Andrew Purser in that back pocket. A high one towards the members' side of the ground. They fly. Passmore over the back. Dwyer hurt his wrist then as he went in after that ball. He clutched his wrist. We'll pick him up in a moment to see.
Yes,
I think he might be all right. He did hurt it momentarily. It's right in front of the Melbourne members' stand, about 65 metres out from goal. McDonald taps it over the back. Overrunning the ball was Rance, but waiting there further afield for his teammate was Wallace. Gets it across there towards his teammate in Peter Baxter. Towards full forward where McCann is beating Beasley. Out wide. Looking for... Gee, that was bad play. They gained nothing then, Jack. In fact, the ball ended up out of bounds. They gained absolutely nothing. In fact, they lost distance.
Yes, they lost ground with after a couple of hand passes, but modern-day football does that sometimes, Pete. So North Melbourne defending now, where the ball could have been up on the members' wing position. MacDonald taps it down toward the front of the pack. On screen is Arceri, moving the ball up toward German. German really paid that mark, I thought. In there also was Fairley for North Melbourne with Neil Cordy and Rance of Footscray. But umpire Ian Robinson is the one who wins out, and the bounce will take place on the wing position in front of the members' stand, or football members anyhow. MacDonald can't get the tap. Purser's caught in possession. Hand pass comes over the head of Cordy and finds the boundary line. So a boundary throw in on true centre wing position. The MCG, 8.5 minutes into the second term. North Melbourne lead by only 2 points.
Purser's, he's got a big heart. Just watching him positioning himself then, gee, he did it well. There's Neil Cordy on the left foot. Passmore, big thump away was by Foster. Away now, where is he playing now? It looks like he's playing at centre-half forward. They might have put Rance to centre-half back. They have. Well, they had to do something because Fairley was killing him in that first quarter, so they made the switch, and he's lucky there, Mickey Malthouse. They can switch those two players around. They're very interchangeable. There's Larkin kicking the ball away towards Fairley. He's got it to Ian Fairley onto the left foot, looking for Glendenning against Tatsaris, and this time Tatsaris outpointed Glendenning. Off he goes. He's kicking it wide. The lead has been made. It's probably Wallace. Yes, you can bet. Demetriou. Good use of the body, Andy Demetriou. A short kick. Jimmy Cracker. He's on centre wing. Who's he going to look for? He's bringing it wide. Asiri hasn't gained a lot of distance, but he's got the loose man now to David Dwyer. Dwyer hooks it wide. He's looking for Phil Cracker and Glendenning, and there he is, the Brownlow medalist. Too good, too big, too strong. 20 metres out, and he handballs into the goal square to Watkins for an easy goal. So North Melbourne, they move on to 8 goals, 7, 55, leading Footscray 7-5, 47, 2 goals to Graham Atkins. Good play, Glendenning.
Yes, good football, Glendenning. Everyone thought he would go back and take the shot at goal. He was only 20 metres out, but he saw Atkins in the goal square unattended. Shot a good hand pass to him, and they're hard to miss from 1 metre out. Now North Melbourne 55, as Peter told you. Footscray 47, nothing in the game as yet. 10 minutes have gone the second term on the big league. The ball still in the centre of this, as you see. Royals kick going straight up in the air, just toward the members' wing a little bit. Didn't favour Dwyer that bounce. Now Schimmelbusch comes in on the scene to do the heavy work. Nearly got the ball away from Neil Cordy. Now it's Passmore being held or hanging on, one or the other. I'm not too sure in those situations. You often wonder who's holding who.
I think that time Foster was holding Passmore, because Passmore was in the better position and Foster knew it, so he grabbed him and the umpire let him get away with it.
55 metres out from Footscray's goal. MacDonald doing the ruck work, didn't make any contact. Malin gets it out to Royal, not a good hand pass. He's having trouble. Larkin puts him out of business. Robinson's kick not good. Petraglia moves it forward into the forward pocket with Beasley and McCann. Beasley got the hands to it, couldn't hold the mark. It's still a chance for Footscray, but they can't accept it, and a bounce will take place only metres out from goal.
Yes, one or two times what you said is happening, Jack. One or two times Crowe and Beasley are competing for the mark, which you thought might happen. I thought they should have Crowe closer to goal because of his height advantage, but I think Beasley's still having his work cut out against McCann because he's evenly matched in height and strength, as that was forced through for a point at the 11.5-minute mark of the second quarter. North Melbourne lead 8-7 to Footscray 7-6.
The lead's by Peter German, the kick by McCann from full-back. German up high, but a mile early. Wallace a chance, can't make contact. There's a chance now for German. He taps it out, back towards Schimmelbusch, who gets it to Rowan Robertson. He gets rid of it quickly, back to Schimmelbusch. He's having trouble picking up. McLean is in there, but little Arceri can't pick it up. We'll see a boundary throw in. That's an interesting statistic I found out today, that Arceri is not the smallest man on the North Melbourne side. Jimmy Cracker is.
Yes, we ever stand next to Jimmy Cracker, you'll see why. He is tiny, but strange enough, Arceri looks up. Was at Brian Cordy, a high ball towards McGuinness. There's one thing about Footscray, they'll keep going and trying their hearts out. They're a team of goers, kicked off the ground, and it's marked by Ramsey.
I think you can say that for the two teams competing out there, Pete. I think we'll see a great game of football right to the end. Now, North Melbourne, the two that used to be bearded out there, Ramsey and Ackley, combining with hand passing to bring the ball around toward the members' wing. Cracker's little shove away. It's Jimmy Cracker on screen. Beasley right up the ground on centre wing. Jimmy Cracker gets a kick to Phil Cracker, who takes the mark. Too far out to score, looking for someone going past. I think he might look for Glendinning. That he does. He pops it up high. Glendinning comes out, spoiled by Tatsar. Is picked up by Wallace. It's going to be taken away now. And the driving kick comes down off the boot of Cordy. Down towards the centre of the ground. No mark. Royal's kick not good. It's taken away here by Foster. He can't make any ground really, but a free kick going the way of Footscray's Brian Royal. Brian Royal, 80 metres out from goal. The lead's by Crowe. Up it goes, and Crowe takes the mark.
That's good play. Beautiful lead by Max Crowe, and what a pass. Now, this is where I always shudder when I see Max Crowe. I remember him at Essendon. He used to invariably kick 5 and 6 points in a game. Andrew, how many points today? 2. 2 already. 3 points already. Let's see the kick.
Point.
What did I tell you?
I think you've mossed it.
No, I've seen it happen time and time again, year after year with Max Crowe, and I didn't want to moss him, Jack, but he misses too many of them for a league footballer. He's already kicked 4 points today from
Are
Eastern
you looking
Shore.
for a coaching job to coach him to kick straight?
I'm happy at Collingwood. Turn it up.
Right, play goes on the outer side. A little nudge in the back, I thought, by Ramsey. Goes unpenalised. Ackley and Ramsey out there with Max Crowe, of whom we spoke, picked up by McLean. McLean driving forward into the forward pocket. McCann and Beasley. It's going to run through for one behind only. The goal kickers in this game at this stage. Hardy 1 for Footscray, 3 to Max Crowe, 1 to McGuinness, 1 to Beasley and 1 to Petraglia. For North Melbourne, 1 to Jimmy Cracker, 2 to Glendinning, 3 to Ian Fairley, 1 to Matthew Larkin and 2 to Graham Atkins.
Arceri from the back pocket towards Schimmelbusch. Punched to the ground. It's McDonald with a hand pass to Dwyer, to Demetrio. Demetrio kicks it towards half forward. This is a good game of football. This is good hard stuff, as the mark has been taken by Murray Rance.
That was poor disposal by Demetrio.
Yes,
didn't
it
look,
was.
just
He
kicked
didn't
blindly.
Well, here's Rance from half back. They made the switch, Rance to half back and Foster to half forward. Up they go. Neil Cordy doing some nice things. Hand passes it back and straight over the line, right in front of the commentary box before Peter Foster could get to it. Let's have a look at this boundary throw in. McDonald against Purser.
In the first term, North Melbourne kicked 6-5, Footscray 6-3. Only 2 points between the teams. As we went into the second term, it's now only 5 points between the teams. North 8-7, Footscray 7-8. And once again, the ball out of bounds with Arceri in pursuit, but couldn't gain it.
Jack, I think you gave a goal to Larkin. I think that's wrong.
Is it? I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I don't think Larkin's kicked one. He's kicked the point. Because that would have made 9. It's 3 to Fairley, 2 to Glendinning, 1 to Cracker and 2 to Atkins.
I'm sorry. Maybe I hope he'll kick one. The ball with Brian Cordy, the ball coming in toward the wing position where pass ball competes, taken by McDonald. The hand passes to Schimmelbusch, North going forward. Now Fairley and Glendinning are going to clash here. That they did. The ball in front. It's Demetriou going into the open goal. He puts it through for North Melbourne. So in the second term, as we approach the 16-minute mark, and Andy Demetriou kicks his first goal. North Melbourne 9 goals 7, 61. Footscray 7 goals 8, 50 on 7's big league.
8 possessions to Andy Demetriou. There he is on screen. A good, honest contester, Andy Demetriou, and lovely goal. He was looking for the hand pass. No one was running past, so he elected to steady and put it through himself. North just gradually, you know, there's not a lot in it, but North looked the better side at this stage, I think. A long way to go, and Footscray are renowned for fighting back.
And both these sides have some hope of playing in the final series. Now, Baxter's hand pass to Maitland wasn't good, so Baxter goes back to do it himself. Thought of a hand pass over the top and found Rance.
Oh.
He got clobbered by everybody. The tackle was too high, and Rance will take the free kick for Footscray in the middle of the MCG. He should move it forward, down to the leading player in Foster. But Beasley over the back is going to be the danger. Oh, Beasley got into the back of the opposition there. Trying to crash his way through was Neil Cordy, and came to Jimmy Cracker. Tapped out there. Looked like Larkin did the tapping. No, it's Larkin in pursuit now. Must have been Smith who got it out. Dwyer calls for the hand pass. No one leading for North Melbourne. The lead now is by Glendinning. Into the forward pocket it travels. Glendinning not moving very fast.
He didn't run flat out at that.
I think you'll find that hamstring you see there, that tape on the right leg is hampering his movement. He didn't lead at all.
There's no doubt. If you've got even a slight niggle there, when it's tight and you have to really run at a ball, you tend to hesitate a bit because you're frightened it's going to go on you.
Glendinning doing the ruck work against Purser. The ball tapped overhead. Narsiri does the ruck work. Malin does the receiving now and kicks toward Cordy. Can't take the mark. Brad, the Crackers are in there. The both of them. Phil to Jimmy. Not a good hand pass. Another chance for Footscray to take it away. Could have been a free kick there going Footscray's way. I think Saunders was the one who was tackled, and the free kick will go his way, and the hand pass comes away.
Brian Cordy on the left foot. Foster hasn't been in the game so far. He's really got to do a lot more. Rowan Robertson hooks it to the pocket. Rance tried to take the mark. Eventually it's forced to the line by Saunders.
That Robinson does a lot of work for North Melbourne. Rowan Robertson.
A goer.
Where does it go? He's had 9 kicks so far in this heat. That's rather untidy, but he's certainly done some work out there.
Foster off the ground. I said he had to do more, and on his young Craig Somerville, the little rover.
Well, you know, that's the best thing to do when you can take it off the ground and grab it at the back of your thigh, so you may have done a hamstring. As he did.
So what you used to do, Jack?
No, we didn't have hamstrings in our day.
Or you weren't taken off?
No, we weren't. We didn't have enough money to have hamstrings. We used to tear thigh muscles, that was all. R-Series free kick, not paid. 40 metres out from goal. And umpire Ian Robinson, you wouldn't put much over this fellow,
actually, Asiri was very lucky not to have a free against him. He actually bounced that and then was grabbed by the jumper.
Well, North are in attack. They're 11 points in front at the 19-minute mark of the second term. They're only 40 metres out from goal. Asiri grabbed a bit high. May have staged that one, and Malin gave a hand pass to Baxter, and McDonald should take the mark. Now he's on the centre wing position. Going back, turn his back on the play.
Maybe that's what John Kennedy was talking to Harris about, to get back across the half-back line like McDonald did then.
Jimmy Cracker, hand pass out to Phil Cracker, is it? Is a goal. Oh, it was a goal, all right. Phil Cracker doesn't miss too many, puts it through for his first goal. He was only 30 metres out. There was a space there, so I knew he'd thread his way through it. 7 possessions so far, and North Melbourne, as Peter said, are just inching their way to the front. North Melbourne 10-7, 67. Footscray 7-8, 50. You're on 7's big league as we approach the 20-minute mark of the second term on the MCG, and a bit of treatment out there.
Yeah, well, that's that wrist that was broken up in Sydney going back about 6 or 7 weeks ago. But there is no doubt in my mind the player that really sparks Footscray, and you'll find they'll struggle without him, as we see Royal, is Doug Hawkins. What a pity he's not out there tonight. There's Beasley and McCann. Punched away. McCann well on top of Beasley down there. Oops. Back it comes. This is little Craig Somerville. He wants to pass this. He hooks it back to Angelo Petraglia off the ground. Oh, touched on the line there by Roy Ramsey.
Right, gee, or was it Ackley? was one of
thought it
those.
was Ramsey.
They were both down there
No, it was
anyhow.
Ramsey.
It was a good save. Looked like a goal, Pete, off the boot, didn't it?
Oh, 10-7 to 7-9. What's that? 67 to 51. It's a handy lead at the 20.5-minute mark of the second quarter.
Yeah, it was the best part of 3 goals. Now, out on the half-back flank position, German tried to take the mark. Passmore breaks away with the ball for North Melbourne and heads toward the wing position. Fairley's mark. No, he didn't hold it. Taken away here. McGuinness hand passes out in the open territory. Baxter's a chance to run in toward the 50-metre mark. Baxter brings it in. 55 out. He goes toward Beasley. McDonald's into the back of the opposition. Beasley nearly held that one. It's picked up by Schimmelbusch. He comes the other way toward the members' side. Gives it to McCann. McCann looks out toward Larkin. No, he changed his mind. He gives it over to Robertson, who goes in toward Larkin, and well-placed kick lands about half a metre inside the boundary line.
I'll tell you what, Mickey Malthouse must be very, very worried about his forward line up there. They haven't got much penetration. If Crow's not taking the mark, well, they have a lot of troubles because Beasley's being held and their little men aren't scouting the packs all that well up there.
Although it's only 17 scoring shots to 16, so North Melbourne just holding sway that way. The hand pass comes away into the half-forward zone. Our series hand pass, a good one. McDonald in trouble. Got out of it all right. Ramsey takes the hand pass and drives into the half-forward zone. No one takes the ball. With a chance now to be taken by Tatsaris. Is in trouble, but broke away nicely. Oh, look at the pace. Come away from the half-back line like a rover. Up toward Big Crow. And nice piece of work by Ramsey to hold Crow out and take the chest mark.
Great use of the body. I still reckon they're doing the wrong thing with Crow. I'd whack him up in the goal square. Then Ramsey'd have all sorts of trouble as we see the kick coming out wide to Marcus Siri from the half-back flank. He brings it. Oh, this is Purser. Look at that. His name written all over the Tommy Sherrin there.
Bad kick there by Siri to pop the ball up high. Should have gone out wide, and one of the crackers out there is going crook anyhow, but that's past history. Crow, yes or no? The man in front? No, he's paid the man at the back.
Oh, it was a mark.
All right, it was a mark to Max Crow, and he's that distance out, 50 metres. Peter said he can't kick
What'll I
it from
say
there.
this time? I reckon he's due. I've put the moz on him. I reckon he's a shocking kick for goal, but this time I reckon, is he going the top of the drop
He's
punt?
kicked 3-3 so far.
Well, look at that wobbly, shocking kick
That
by
won't
Max
score.
Crow.
That's
That
out of
is a
bounds.
shocker. Out of bounds on the full. That is costly. That's why, another reason why you've got to put him near the goal square, because it's a lot easier from 10 metres in front.
Well, the first 3 goals he kicked, Peter, that's all he has kicked. He kicked from 15 metres out.
That's what I mean.
Maybe you do know something about goal kicking. The ball up toward the half-back zone. Siri takes it away for North Melbourne from that position, which I called. Up toward Fairley, the ball in front. Oh, he got away beautifully on that occasion from Rance. Fairley showing pace. The left foot kick is a telling kick up toward Phil Cracker. Phil Cracker gets it out. Atkins ball. He shoots in a hand pass. Player going into the open goal. Can he pick it up? Is German. He can't pick it up. It comes away. Oh, tackle against Cordy. Nearly a free kick. Run through for one behind. I thought there would have been a shot from further out, rather a handball.
Yeah, I think Atkins could have run on and had a shot, Jack.
Yes,
don't you?
yes, I think so. I don't think I.
Because he's got the pace to do it too.
He has. 10-8 playing 7-9, 68 playing 51, 17 points between the teams, 23, nearly 24 minutes into the second term. Seven's big league.
Neil Cordy taps it down to Malin. Malin will head for the boundary line probably. In fact, he didn't head for it. Jimmy Cracker came in and there he is, the little Jimmy, and put him straight over the line with a hard hip and shoulder.
10-8 playing 7-9, 24 minutes gone. Seven's big league. Second quarter of the MCG, Matthew Larkin with the ball in front of him, having trouble picking up. I had plenty of time, had all day to get rid of that. Goes into the half-forward zone to the poor kick. Well, it should have been a mark to Footscray. Didn't accept it. Demetrio on the left foot going goalward. The kick swings back, but it's swung too far, I think, or is it not? It's a goal. Lovely goal, Andy Demetrio for his second. A swinging left foot shot at goal. North Melbourne 11-8, 74. Footscray 7-9, 51 on Seven's big league.
9 possessions to Andy Demetrio, and I am sure that it was a case there of the North Melbourne player yelling out, leave it to the Footscray guy who dropped the hands.
I think it was Baxter,
Could have
wasn't it?
marked it.
Yes.
Definitely could have marked it for an easy mark. and I'm sure that he was conned into that one.
Centre bounce at the MCG. 25 minutes gone. We're in time on by 6 seconds now. And a chance for Ramsey to take the pressure off the North Melbourne back line. He drives to the half-forward zone. Players up high, but no mark taken. Arsiri breaks away, goes in short. Matthew Larkin, is it? No, Demetriou again, might give it to Larkin. No, it's a hand pass to Cracker. And Phil Cracker puts it through again. North Melbourne playing inspired football in the second term at the MCG. After Phil Cracker kicks his second goal, and 9 kicks to his credit. 9 possessions, that is. North Melbourne 12-8, 80 points. Footscray 7-9, 51. We're approaching the 26-minute mark of the second term on the big league.
This is where Footscray badly miss Hawkins across that centre, where he can do the magical things to lift them when they're under pressure, because at the moment Footscray are breaking down badly up on the forward line. Beasley's being well held up there, and that makes a big difference to Footscray.
North Melbourne's kicked 6 goals, 3 so far, and Footscray have added 1 goal, 6.
McLean, oh, that's a long kick. That's the way to play it here. Crow ducks back, punched away there by Ackley on that occasion. Back it comes to McDonald. McDonald, a beautiful hand pass. They're on fire. Demetriou receives. Gets it to German. German to Mickey Passmore. Passmore, a short kick across. Matthew Larkin. He runs into the open goal, 40 metres out. Bang! What's he done with it? It's another one to North Melbourne, this time by Larkin for his first.
Yes, Matthew Larkin kicks his first goal. 13 possessions so far to the talented number 9 in North Melbourne. And North looking good at present. A long way to go. North Melbourne lead by 35 points. As I said, Footscray off target in this second term. They've kicked 1 goal, 6. North Melbourne have kicked 7 goals, 3. So it's a lot of difference in kicking for goal, Peter.
Yes, shocking kicking by Max Crow. Coming onto the ground for Footscray is Darren Baxter. So both Baxter boys on. Going off was Michael McLean. And when North get the run on like this, when they really get that game going, they can cut anyone to pieces.
We saw them kick 11 goals, 3 in 1 quarter only a few weeks ago.
Against Geelong out at Waverley.
MacDonald got the tap down. Malin can't get it yet, but Joey got on the second attempt, got caught in possession. North go forward again through fairly. Glendenning can't take it. Yes, he can. That's a mark or a free kick. The umpire didn't play it. That's play-on's a call. The ball driven out toward the members' wing. Dwyer doing battle, can't take the mark. Should have tackled Cordy on that occasion, Larkin. He didn't do the tackling. He tried to out-bump him. The ball put over the boundary line. 27, nearly 28 minutes gone. The second term on Sevens Big League. North Melbourne 86. Footscray trailing by 35 points.
A big punch away by Donald McDonald. Mickey Egan, a hand pass. They're really struggling. There's a bit of a ticky touch with one, but it's gone to Baxter. This is Peter Baxter, number 26. His brother, of course, is Darren, number 35. But Peter Baxter from half-back flank brings it towards half-forward. Max Crow ducks back, and that's nearly a mark.
Yep.
Was it paid? No. He goes across to Malin. Malin to Beasley. Beasley in front. McCann punches it away. He's playing great football at full-back, McCann. He's well on top, Jack, isn't he?
Yes, he's doing the right thing. He's getting the ball down away from Beasley, and his pace can match Beasley, and so is his strength. Beasley isn't a weak player. He's very strong.
He's stronger
physically
than people think.
Yes, the ball tapped down by MacDonald toward the boundary line, and we'll see a boundary throw in. North Melbourne 13 goals, 886. Footscray 7-9, 51. You're on the big league as we approach the 29-minute mark of the second term. So the half-time siren won't be that far away. Once again, the ball's toward the boundary line, and we'll see another boundary throw in. The first term went 32 minutes, 17 seconds after 12 goals were kicked in that term. Now we've had 8 goals kicked in this term, so it's going to be a fairly extended quarter.
Schimmelbusch on the left foot. A high one. Passmore knocks it down to Demetriou again. Demetriou on the left foot.
Scott is playing well.
Ian Fairley playing a great game at centre-half forward. Over to Peter German. Oh, gee, here come North Melbourne again as German on the left foot looks for Glendenning. One-handed. No mark. Grabbed by Saunders. Saunders with the big job on Phil Cracker. Towards half-back it goes. Footscray with not much teamwork at the moment. They're under a lot of pressure. Rance. Caught. Loses it to Fairley. And the umpire said he was pushed in the back.
Free kick going the way of Footscray. Rance will take the kick off the half-back line. Nearly 30 minutes gone, the second term. You're watching on Sevens Big League, and Crow up high. Can't take the mark. It comes to the pack in the goal in the centre square. Tap to turf again. Here's a chance now. Cordy can't gain possession. He's caught. He had possession. That was cleverly done. Had possession, got away from the opposition and kicked into the forward pocket. But the mark taken by the North Melbourne skipper in Wayne Schimmelbusch, playing dangerous football. Went straight across the ground into the opposite back pocket, but found Roy Ramsey. McDonald making position to take the pass, but Ramsey goes up to the wing position looking for a teammate. The space is out there. The siren sounds for half-time. And North Melbourne 13 goals, 8-86. Footscray 7-9, 51 on Sevens Big League.
You want to be a real footballer? I've been a real footballer. You've got to look like a real footballer. You've got to go for the mark. The VFL mark. Go for the mark. Go for the mark.
Go for the VFL mark at leading stores. Real footy gear, real footy accessories, real footy supporters gear too, in all club colours and badges. Go for the VFL mark at leading stores.
On Sevens Big League, umpire Carlin starts the second half of the game at the MCG between North Melbourne and Footscray. North Melbourne lead by 35 points. Purser got the tap down. Cracker tried to make contact, couldn't do so. Hardy tries to run it out of the centre. Schimmelbusch can't do a great deal with it. In the back might be the call there. The umpire no calls play on. It's picked up by Ackley again, ridden into the ground, and this time the umpire will say the ball held to him. In the first term, North kicked 6 goals 5 to Footscray 6 goals 3 and led by 2 points. At second term, North Melbourne kicked 7 goals 3, Footscray kicked 1 goal 6, so Footscray have put themselves in this poor position.
Smothered off his boot. Rowan Robertson, who's a real goer, got it out to Schimmelbusch, and it goes straight into the hands of Purser. Purser from centre half back brings it wide. Who can get there? It's Max Crowe, who's been a great player but has kicked poorly. He kicks long, looking for Beasley over the back, and McCann, or it could have been a free kick to McCann for being held, but the umpire called play on, and it was forced through for a point. There's Max Crowe playing on Roy Ramsey, would you believe? He kicked 3 goals, Max Crowe, very early in the game on Passmore, and then they made the move, and he's kicked
Good
about
mark.
4 points since. There's Demetrio, a hand pass, getting it across there to the captain in Shimmer. And Wayne Schimmelbusch brings it long round to Phil Cracker. He's a danger player. He's kicked 2, and he normally gives a few away. Here he is on half forward. He's looking towards the pocket to McDonald, but Mickey Egan's there. And with great courage, he crashes his way through. Brings it up towards Purser. Purser on centre wing. Good mobility for a big bloke as he gives a hand pass across to Cordy. Intercepting with Phil and Jimmy Cracker. There's Jimmy back to Phil, would you believe? There's another hand pass. Have a look at that one to Schimmelbusch. Schimmelbusch further afield to Andy Demetrio. Demetrio towards Peter German, who straightens up 50 metres out. Glendinning ducks back. Point.
Yes, the kick not on line by German. Not a bad attempt. Glendinning was in no position to try and mark it. The ball was too high for him. North Melbourne 13-9, 87. Footscray 7-10, 52. And playing on from the full-back position is Tatsaris. And he's got a lot of pace too. I saw him in the first half of the game showing pace. The ball on the turf. Rowan Robertson, who I spoke of early, does a good job for North Melbourne. Always puts in. He kicks up high toward the half-forward zone. That could have been a 15 metres against McLean. Oh! I don't think it deserved that, Pete.
There is no way known that Michael McLean will be rubbed out at the tribunal on Monday night. No chance whatsoever.
He's not that type of player. I'm sure that was unintentional.
He tried to punch the ball.
But all right, the umpire also has his job to do, so if he sees it that way, he has to report him. Don't tell that to me, Peter. I'm only saying what I'm trying to see it from the umpire's point of view. I don't think he meant
You'll get tickets to the umpire's ball. I reckon he tried to punch the ball, and anyone who knew anything about football would have played that. Well, we'll let the tribunal decide, but he certainly doesn't look too good, Peter German.
No, he does not. He's spitting blood by the looks of things. It will look like he's going to be helped off the ground. 15 metres turned nearly into 30 by the umpire. The umpire getting the abuse of the crowd. I'm not too sure from what angle, whether it's McLean getting the abuse of the crowd or whether it's the umpire's decision getting the abuse from the crowd. But Peter German still in the hands of the North Melbourne training staff there.
Well,
Jack,
if McLean had stayed back and made no attempt whatsoever, Mickey Malthouse would have pulled him straight off the ground. So what could the guy have done, honestly?
I said all along I didn't think it was intentional, but it's happened. I suppose, you know, other stranger things have happened. Peter German being helped off the ground. Looks like he may have suffered a broken nose or something such as that. Anyhow, back to the game. The ball being shot at goal now by Donald McDonald. Bad shot too, it's off target. Only one behind, and the Footscray fans, I think, are giving the raspberry to the umpire. Scoreboard showing as Germans carried from the ground. Not looking too good. Far from it. I don't think he'll be playing golf at Northern tomorrow.
Is he a member there with you, Jack?
Oh, he's a member there anyhow.
Well,
North Melbourne, 13-10-88. Footscray, 7-10-52. You're on Sevens Big League.
Over the back of the pack is Brian Royal. Can Footscray come back? There's a long kick coming towards the forward pocket. The big thump away. Ross Smith, a hand pass. Looking there for Passmore. Chipping in is Demetrio. Demetrio hooks it back towards centre wing. Oh, beautifully taken by Donald McDonald. Hand pass to Rowan Robertson. He hooks it wide. Here's danger because Jimmy Cracker's got it. Oh, he shouldn't have handballed that one. Who's there, though? We see Brian Cordy. Comes away with the football. Just gets his boot to the ball. Towards centre wing, Purses. He's been terrific tonight. There's Peter German in the hands of the trainers. He looks a very sick boy after that whack in the face. As we said, the tribunal to decide on that one. There's Ross Smith. Half-back flank. A high one towards centre wing. McDonald. Over the top is Purser. He's doing a good job. He looks very tired, though. McDonald. Back to Demetrio. Demetrio, a high ball. Out towards Jimmy Cracker, and he marks on half-forward flank.
Too far out to score. He'll be looking for Glendinning, I would think. He'll be looking for someone. I'm assured of that. Glendinning leads. Katsaris there. Glendinning takes the mark. Plays on straight away. Boots towards goal. North Melbourne through Glendinning. Kick another one. He has now kicked 3 goals out of the North Melbourne total of 14 goals, 10-94. Footscray have kicked 7-10-52 on Sevens Big League. Glendinning 7 possessions, and the North Melbourne fans very, very happy.
Ross Glendinning has been far too strong for Zeno Tatsaris. A big job with Rick Kennedy out. Kennedy, a strong player at fullback. Tatsaris, normally a half-back flanker. The big job on the Brownlow medalist. Glendinning in great form on the forward line in recent weeks when he's moved there. But he started tonight at full forward. Has kicked 3 and has given away 2.
We're in the third term on Sevens Big League. North Melbourne leading. McLean hand passes to Hardy, who drives up toward Beasley. He did a good job to take that mark. That was a top mark. Getting a lot of tension from McCann and held the front position, then used the body, got McCann out of position, and Beasley will go back and take the shot. He's gone back a mile from where the mark was taken. I'm not against this. I think that's the right thing to do.
I agree.
So he's gone. He's given himself plenty of room. He can make the distance. He's only going to kick for about 35 metres. So if Footscray kick this through Beasley, Footscray will trail by 6 goals. Oh, that's going close to a miss. In fact, it hasn't gone close to a miss. It is a miss. So Beasley, not having the best of nights after taking a good grab, had 4 kicks only, and that wasn't one of his best.
Well, McCann's been a great player at fullback. He's really concentrated hard, put Beasley under a lot of pressure, and well, I said early in the game they should have Crow up near the goal square because he really was on fire early, but he's playing too far up the ground, in my opinion.
Atkins a chance to get it. The boundary umpire wins out. So a boundary throw-in taking place about 60 metres out from the Footscray goal. North Melbourne 14-10-94. Footscray 7 goals, 11-53. We're in the big league, only 7.5 minutes into the third term at the MCG. A great night for football and a great game of football being produced.
Rance against McDonald. Ross Smith on the left foot. Purser battling really, really hard, Purser. He's been Footscray's best player. Down towards half forward it goes, and the mark has been taken by his opposite number in McDonald. Hand pass from over to Rowan Robertson. Robertson towards half forward. Brian Cordy punches. That was disciplined play. And finally it's knocked over the line by Peter Foster, who was taken off in the second quarter.
Yes, didn't have the best first half of the game there. And North Melbourne leading 94-53, 41 points different in the sides. North Melbourne's half-forward line with the actions taking place. Comes out to Purser. He's tackled by Fairley and dumped pretty toughly too. Taken by McLean. I don't think he deserves the boos of the crowd. Kicked up there by Baxter, the half-forward zone. The ball on the turf, well roved on that occasion by Schimmelbusch to Robertson, who continues to play well. McLean can't take the mark. Petraglier on the scene. Ross Smith there for North Melbourne. He runs the ball forward and socket off the ground towards North's half-forward line. Bounces badly for a few of them. Cracker in pursuit, looking for a hand pass. Nearly a throw to Demetrio. He gets it in now to Dwyer. Dwyer's left foot shot toward goal. It's going to be close. It's going to be a goal. It's a goal for mine. Yes, another North Melbourne goal. Good shot by Dwyer off the left boot. North Melbourne 15-10, 100. Footscray 7 goals 11, 53 on 7's big lead.
Beautiful teamwork. It started with Ross Smith kicking it off the ground from the centre of the ground. Phil Cracker, what beautiful skills there, Jack, as he trapped it at half forward. A lovely hand pass. Good teamwork all the way down. A lovely goal on the left foot by David Dwyer, who we must say, Jack, is a greatly improved player this year.
Yes, he is. And must also say that there's Brian Royal off the ground too in the hands of the training staff. There was good shepherding by Glendinning in that passage of play. Dimitri's little kick goes towards Atkins. Atkins drives forward. Glendinning's there, can't get it yet, taps it out to Cracker at the back, Lily being held, it's on the ground. Glendinning thought of a hand pass, now lets one go. Arsiri shoots toward goal, it's another one. North Melbourne, after Arsiri kicks his first goal, move their score to 16 goals 10, 106. Footscray 7 goals 11, 53, and the big league action still continue.
And there's Mark Asiri. He's had 14 possessions, the little fella. And what I'm talking about improvement, there's an improved player too. And when North Melbourne, when they really get that teamwork going, they can beat anyone. And their teamwork in that second quarter where they got right on top of Footscray. Look at Glendinning.
He was in that passage to play again.
Yeah, well, he's a great player, Ross Glendinning. Hasn't had the best in the last 12 months or so. He's been dogged with injury and probably a better player now as he's on the forward line. There's Purser battling hard, but he's beaten by McDonald. Oh, here they come again. Demetrio, he's got it. He runs to half forward, he straightens up, he sidesteps, he kicks, and what's he done with it? I think he's missed it. He has, and he puts it through for a point.
Right of that shot by Andy Demetrio, a nice piece of football, but the kick wasn't quite on target. North Melbourne had doubled Footscray's score. It's now 107 to 53, so North Melbourne lead by 54 points. Tatsaris playing on from the full back position, drives up to the centre wing, and Larkin, oh, he lost it in the lights, I would think. Ross Smith giving chase. The shepherding was coming there from McDonald, who may have hurt his arm. I think he has. The kick travels to North's half-forward line. That wasn't a bad mark. I don't know whether he thought he was going to take that, but Arsiri was up and down, then took the mark. Donald McDonald has done his arm too. Arsiri will take this shot at goal from 55 metres out. It's a bad shot toward goal. Glendinning, no mark paid. Yes, he has paid it. There was going to be a goal anyhow. Phil Cracker, he had
exactly.
Had it all lined up, had it in his sights.
And on the left foot, he had an easy shot.
McDonald's done his left arm. The trainer who attended him is now coming in to make his report, but I think McDonald will have to leave the ground. So let's go back to Glendinning in the forward pocket. Glendinning going for his 4th goal. Puts it on its way. It's a goal. Oh, North Melbourne looking $1 million. They've had a bit of practice in these night games, though, at the MCG. North Melbourne, 17 goals, 11, 113. Footscray, 7 goals, 11, 53. Glendenning's had 9 possessions for tonight and kicked 4 goals.
Oh, he's been a great player, Jack, and have a look at the build. Probably have the perfect build for a league footballer, Ross Glendinning, with a big chest.
That strapping seems to have got bigger since the game started, Peter, on that right thigh.
Tatsaris is really good. He's too good, Glendinning, tonight, and the way the ball's coming down 100 mile an hour, it makes it pretty hard for Zeno Tatsaris. He's better suited. I think this is where, Rick Kennedy has really let the side down, Jack, by being reported. And with these vital games coming up in the finals, 4 weeks out when your captain and fullbacks out, how disappointing is that for the Footscray club as we see kicking it down towards Beasley. That's a good mark. That was Neil Cordy kicking it down. What a desperate effort by Beasley.
I don't think he'll miss this one somehow. No. He's a lot further out than what he was earlier, that shot he missed.
40 metres this time.
Yes, he'll kick from about 45 metres out. But North Melbourne at present lead by 10 goals. Beasley trying to change that to 9. It looks good. Beasley kicks that goal a lot further out than the previous effort. He kicks his 2nd goal. North Melbourne 17 goals 11, 1-1-3. Footscray 8 goals 11, 59, and Beasley's had 5 kicks for the evening.
There he is, Simon Beasley, been hotly tended down there tonight by Steve McCann. Very, very evenly matched. Probably Beasley an inch and a half taller than him, but in physical strength and ability, pretty similar, I would think, as the bounce of the ball. Purser, he's got a big heart as he gets it to Baxter. A hurry kick was from the wire. Now, was it in the back? Yes, said the umpire, as you heard Jack Edwards call that. Phil Cracker gets up limping. Now, this is what I love to see once Phil Cracker gets it. Very rare. Oh, look, someone on now. He'll look for Glendinning, I would think.
Bad kick.
Shocking kick. That's not like him. As we see Paul Spargo on the ground, goes in after it. He's got it too. Oh, here's a chance for Fairley on the left foot. He fires and slams it through for a point. But Ian Fairley's been an outstanding player tonight. He has kicked 3 goals and has really done the job beautifully at centre-half forward.
That was a very hurried shot by Fairley. I don't think he realised he had a lot more time than he gave himself. Now from the full-back position is Rance. Whether he's playing in that position, I'm not sure. He's kicking in. That doesn't always mean he's playing full-back these days. Purser takes the mark. Half-back flank, passes on. And the kick by Cordy up to the half-forward zone. Good mark to Foster. Now he's within kicking distance. He's 45 metres out from goal. Footscray, to say they'd need goals would be the understatement of the evening. They're trailing by 9 goals. 9 goals won, as a matter of fact. Foster a chance to make it 8. 8-1. Kick on its way. It may just carry, but it's way off target.
Back to the back line, Jack.
Yes, wasn't a good shot, Peter.
Sorry, go on, Jack.
I was just about to say Footscray 8-12, North Melbourne 17-12. So 9 goals exactly is the difference in these scores.
Well, you saw Peter Foster there. He started off at centre-half back, but they now have Rance at full-back on Glendinning, and they've moved Tatsaris. I think that's a good move because Tatsaris is a much better player with his great pace across that half-back line. There's
it's a popped up.
McCann. He's kicked it probably 60 metres and all up in the air as we see Jimmy Cracker. Hasn't been outstanding tonight, but every time he gets it, he's dangerous. Towards half-forward and Fairley, battling hard Fairley. There's Tatsaris. Gets his boot to it, and the umpire said he held it too long. Umpire Ian Robertson on screen, a very experienced umpire, deliberating on that one on centre wing, and it looks like Graham Atkins. It is Graham Atkins, centre wing.
He's going to put it up to the half-forward zone where the big men will fly. Purser up high, the ball comes to the back of the pack. Footscray a chance through Hardy to get away from the half-back line. Hardy through the centre of the ground, drives to the half-forward zone. Rowan Robinson caught out of position by Baxter. Baxter still continues. Oh, no, it's not Baxter, it's Somerville with the left foot shot at goal. And the umpire said he's off target, only 1 behind.
And Beasley having a go at young Somerville because he ducked back into the goal square. He was under pressure, though, but he was on his own and the handball could have come across. There's a short kick coming out to Atkins from McCann. He's going further afield with a hand pass towards Ackley. Ackley and Ramsey, the two lookalikes without their beards tonight. There's Brian Cordy. Wallace, he's been quiet, Jack.
Yes, that was a good tackle against him too. Dwyer picked up well. He's caught in possession, held the ball too long for mine. Now Footscray come away. It's with Brian Cordy off the back line. He's going to drive into the full forward zone. Beasley and McCann do battle. McCann, the front berth. He held Beasley out. Good strength. 15 metres should go against Beasley also. That'll take him back to about 45. McCann's playing on. He's driving out towards Cracker on the wing position. He's going to... he lost that, I think, Jimmy Cracker. In the lights, possibly. It's on the turf now. He can't gain possession. Larkin picks up. Looking for a free kick. Now he's looking for Jimmy Cracker. He's looking for Ramsey. Can't find him. And the ball will be run out by Baxter. Now he's going to keep it in play. Hand pass comes away. And it's Tatsaris of Footscray driving into the half-forward zone. Players set themselves. They fly high. Crow couldn't take the mark. It comes out of the pack now. The kick's by Somerville up toward Beasley. Beasley and McCann. The two-out war. McCann again. No, yes, the umpire's paid it.
Well, the name of the game, Jack, you know you're an ex-fullback. Get in front. You're very hard to come over the top.
He's so
of a
strong.
Tall man. And McCann is a very strong player. And Beasley's got to lead more. I know the ball's not coming down all that quickly to him, but he's just got to lead on McCann.
It's pretty hard to lead away from McCann because McCann has very deceptive pace. There's a hand pass coming up to Robertson at the centre of the ground. He's going into the flank position looking for a teammate. He's looking for Atkins. No, it's Spargo. Spargo near the boundary line. Tried to keep it in play. It's been pushed out by Arceri. He follows it up. Can't get it out again. It's another chance there for Footscray to get it away, but the umpire said no one can get it away. Tatsaris came up clutching his thigh, I thought. But he does appear to be all right. Umpire Robinson will bounce.
He's puffing and blowing a bit down there, poor old Zeno Tatsaris, and no wonder the way that ball's coming down to the North Melbourne forward line. There's Michael McLean, wards off his opponent, gets the hoots of the crowd. He was reported earlier in this quarter, as you probably saw. There is Purser. Geez, tried hard, Andrew Purser. Over to Wallace. Wallace sidesteps onto the left foot. Steve Wallace towards half forward. The pack flies over the back of Somerville. Now it's Petraglia. Petraglia towards McGuinness. And the South Australian Tony McGuinness centres the ball. That's better to Beasley. Up he goes. Was grabbed round the neck. No, said the umpire. Grabbed there by the Brownlow medalist Brad Hardy. He hooks it back. 1 point.
Not a bad try, but not bringing up the goal he required. North Melbourne 17-12, 1-1-4. Footscray 8 goals, 14-62. Hardy's had 12 possessions in this game this evening. Short pass coming into Atkins from the full-back position. North Melbourne will try and bring the ball round the members' wing here. Through Atkins up towards Demetriou. He can't take the mark. A good mark to Cordy, who'll play on quickly. Hooks the ball back into the half-forward zone, but good work by Robertson. Could be 15 metres his way too. No, the umpire not paying it. Robertson goes out short to Ramsey. Ramsey juggles the mark on the half-back line. Hand pass comes in to Ackley. Ackley's in a hurry to get the ball moving. He was about to be tackled, fairly put out of position by Tatsaris. Phil Cracker's in there. Threw that out to Spargo. Comes out to Arsiri, to Glenn Dennings. A short pass is on. Glenn Denning out in front and will take the shot from 50 metres out. Just inside the 50-metre mark, Glenn Denning will take this shot toward goal. He's waiting for Fairley to get back in the goal square. I'm pretty sure he'll make the distance himself. I'll be surprised if he doesn't. Ross Glendenning going for his 5th goal. No, he's pushed it out wider.
The pack flies. Look at that in flight. Up they go. Down to the ground. Michael Egan at the base of the pack. Gets it out to another Michael. This time it's Michael McLean. Onto the left foot he goes wide. The Peter Baxter. But Shimmer is there and takes it over the line.
17-12, 1-1-4 is a North Melbourne total. Footscray 8 goals, 14-62. You're on Sevens Big League, and we're approaching the 21-minute mark of the 3rd term. Boundary throw in, outer side, just about wing position. McDonald up high, got a tap down. Taken away by Baxter, given out to Michael McLean. He goes into the wing position truly, and he finds a teammate. The teammate is Neil Cordy.
He's tried hard.
Neil Cordy has tried hard. I thought Motor got 15 metres his way there. He's had 10 kicks or 10 possessions. He puts it up to their half-forward zone. Players fly high. The ball hits the turf. Hand pass comes away from Ackley. Wallace tries to pick it up. He does so eventually. Gets the left boot working. Ramsey looking for the free kick. The umpire said holding the man.
Oh, gee, young Somerville was stiff there. He was loose and into the open goal. But in the meantime, the umpire by Carlin was there to deliberate. There was a free kick. Roy Ramsey brings it wide. Out wide is Marcus Siri. Off he goes. Loves kicking on the left foot. He finds Graham Atkins. Atkins on half-back flank. He'll get away from Hardy. He's a very hard man to catch once he gets loose, Atkins, because he's got great pace up towards half-forward, off the hands of Saunders and over the line. But they copped a real drubbing here tonight. Footscray 17-12, North Melbourne. Footscray 8-14. That young Robertson, number 12, Rowan Robertson, has had 17 kicks, 3 handballs, Jack.
Footscray have kicked 2 goals 11 since quarter time. Now McLean has the ball. I don't have to look down because I heard the boos of the crowd. Tatsaris takes the hand pass, kicks up to Crow. Crow can't hold the mark. Petraglia breaks away. The left foot kicks toward Beasley. He won't get into position to take it. Robertson's doing a great job for North Melbourne. He's going to put the ball out toward Dewey, but a shocking kick. Once you wrap them up, they always do that. Wallace about to pick up for Footscray. He picks up 15 metres out. The short pass is a beauty and finds Somerville.
15.
McDonald too late on the scene will give away a 15-metre penalty, which will put Somerville right into the goal square. So not the brightest thing to do. And North Melbourne now will pay the penalty of that poor tackle by McDonald. And Somerville wouldn't be able to miss from 5 metres out short.
I think a bit of theatrics by the umpire there too, to run up and lecture him like that. I would have just pulled him straight back on the mark, Jack, as I ran up.
Well, he's put him right on the goal line, so he's played about 30-metre penalty. Footscray kick a goal, that time off the boot of young Craig Somerville, who kicks his first goal. North Melbourne 17 goals 12, 114. Footscray 9 goals 14, 68 points.
Well, let's hope that they can salvage something out of it. There's Darren Harris back on the ground. Well, no, about to come back on the ground, I should say. Coming off is Donald McDonald. Harris spent nearly the first half in the ruck.
Don't have to tell you why McDonald just got taken off, do we? After that last
15 metres.
After that last passage of football. So John Kennedy is not a great
bit of discipline there.
Not a great lover of those things, and McDonald's just, well, I don't suppose he's just found out. He knew that, but he forgot for a moment. So he's just reminded him. Back at the centre bounce. North Melbourne 114. Footscray 68.
Harris. There's Michael McLean. He'll get the hoots. And the umpire said he was grabbed too high. Michael McLean, centre of the ground. I think he's very unlucky to get reported. I really think he tried to punch the ball, and still he's got to front the tribunal. They'll decide. There's Hardy. Beasley may mark this, or Robertson. Beasley over the back. Oh, bad luck. Somerville.
Good shot.
No, I think it's just, or is it true? No, just the wrong side. That one by little Somerville.
It's a bit of a terrier around the goals, though. He's a little nippy player. I thought Robinson did a great job to compete with Beasley in that marking duel. 17-12, 114 to 9-15, 69. Footscray, when you look at the shots for goal, 29 scoring shots to 24. And North Melbourne with a commanding lead, because Footscray, as I told you, kicked badly since quarter time. McCann kicking into the half-back zone on the outer side. Spargo waits the crumb, which didn't eventuate. Wallace starting to come into the game. Wallace going into the half-forward zone, looking for Hardy. Don't ask me where he's playing, I wouldn't be able to tell you. Hardy now within the centre square, looking for Beasley, I think. Maybe he'll back himself from 60 metres out. He'll take a good kick, but it's not a bad-looking kick, I'll tell you that much. It's right to the goal line. Could have been marked, I thought. Brought away by Ramsey, out to the half-back zone. Schimmelbusch giving chase. Ball's going to be very close to the boundary line. The hand pass is good too. There was a good hand pass from Foster, taken out there and shot up by Somerville. Now it's McGuinness doing some balking. Up toward Beasley it travels. No mark at the back. It's another chance. Who was that? Baxter had the shot at goal, but only one behind. So once again, Footscray can't convert. Their opportunity slipping by. 17-12, 114 to 9-16, 70. The difference is in the kicking for goal. 29 shots to 25. And North Melbourne defending. They're in the third term, and we are now nearly a minute into the time-on period of the third term.
Ramsey on screen, about to bring it back. In fact, he's going to kick in. Roy Ramsey, he's been around a long time, been a very, very good club man, Roy Ramsey. Had a short stint out at Essendon, then came back. McGuinness, cross there to Baxter. A pot shot at the goals was by Darren Baxter. There's McCann playing in front again. Little Craig Somerville grab, ducks the head, swings onto the left foot, and Craig Somerville,
once again,
he's missed again.
When I saw the hands go to the head, Pete, I knew he'd missed it. He's had a couple of shots now. I thought the other one was on, but he missed that one. 9 goals 17 to 17 goals 12. So 9-17, they've kicked 2 goals 8 since half-time. They've kicked 3 goals 14 since quarter-time.
Kick on the North defence. Oh, there's Matthew Larkin, been a good player as usual. On the left foot towards Fairley. Can't take the mark. Now, there's Neil Cordy, been a good player. To Zeno Tatsaris. Look at that long driving kick. Beasley punched away by McCann. Ackerley gets the boot to ball very, very quickly. Excellent defensive play by the little back pocket player. Over the line it went.
Yes, that was good play by Ackerley. Got the boot to ball very quickly, as Peter said, and placed it very well too. So 17-12, 114 to 9-17, 71. Boundary throw-in taking place. Harris got the back berth in front of Percy. Go get many touches doing that. Footscray come up to their half-forward zone and find Petraglia. Now he'll be looking for Beasley. McCann's trying to cover Beasley's lead. He didn't quite do that, but Petraglia has ignored the lead of Beasley. He's going to put it up high, I think, hopeful for Max Crowe in the goal square. I think that's the plan. Crowe's got the position. Couldn't quite get into the right position in the finish. Comes to Robertson. He can't do much with it. The umpire said a ball will be bounced right on the end of the goal square. Umpire Ian Robertson this evening, and Brendan Carlin doing the job out there, the men in white. This bounce taking place 10 metres out from Footscray's goal. 17-12 to 9-17 in favour of North Melbourne.
Crow punched away by Passmore. There's Angelo Petraglia pick it up as a pot shot at the goals, but lovely mark there as he ducked back. Beautiful judgment by Roy Ramsey. Finds Annie Demetrio, nearly a head-on collision with his teammate Demetrio. 15 metres penalty against Neil Cordy. 28.5 minutes gone in the third quarter here at the MCG. It's a magnificent sight with those lights on. Perfect winter's night it is as it comes up towards centre wing. It's grabbed by Marcasiri, hooks it back, and this will be Purser taking the mark on centre wing.
Yeah, it's on the true centre wing position, looking for a lead around half forward, looking for Crow, I would think. The ball's put up high. Max Crow is the target. Crow can't get the front berth. Harris grabbed that. There's a chance now for North Melbourne through Jimmy Cracker into the half-forward zone, looking for Spargo. It's Phil Cracker on the scene. Spargo's a chance. The ball's hooked back. Another chance for Tatsaris. Taken away from him. That was well done by Fairley. The shot at goal's off target. Up toward Glendenning, who's trying to use his strength to take the mark. He didn't actually go for the mark. Maybe he was just trying to get the boundary throw in to give their Rovers a chance to snap a goal, but I don't know whether he could have taken the mark or not, but a boundary throw-in will take place. 114-71, North Melbourne leading Footscray. Boundary throw-in in North's forward pocket.
Glendenning, Purser, who knocks it back towards the goals, which could be dangerous. Brian Cordy's there and heads for the boundary line, and Footscray have got a huge task in front of them. 9-17-71 they are, trailing North Melbourne 17-12, 114. We're approaching the 30-minute mark of the third quarter.
There are 43 points difference between the teams. Larkin, Schimmelbusch will pick up for North Melbourne. His left foot kick comes around the corner. It's been taken by Michael Egan of Footscray, going to the wing position. He finds a teammate in Foster, and a good mark taken by Foster in that position. Looking for Crow. No, it's too long for Crow. It's up toward Robertson of North Melbourne. Crow at the back tries to do the roving and did it well, but he had three North Melbourne defenders to contend with. Ackley gets it out to Ramsey. Ramsey will shoot it out to Robertson. Robertson will bring the ball away from the back pocket position. No one leading to him, so he brings the ball right down the flank. Schimmelbusch drops back, waiting for the kick, which didn't come. It comes in towards Foster. He can't take the mark. Kicked off the ground by Baxter into the half-forward zone, taken by McGuinness. He'll take a shot at goal from 50 metres out. It's on its way, but swinging, I think, away from goal. Only one behind. They certainly know how to kick the mine apart, Peter, don't they?
Yes, poor kicking, particularly by Max Crow in that second quarter, where he could have really brought Footscray back into it. 72 plays 114, 17-12 to 9-18, and 9-18 is unforgivable, Jack, because there's no wind and perfect conditions here at the MCG.
29 scoring shots to 27, but the difference in the score is 42 points. The ball on the half-back line for North Melbourne, socked off by Ackley. There is a chance now to be picked up by Neil Cordy, who's done quite well. The left foot kick in toward Beasley and McCann. Neither can take the mark. Picked up by McGuinness. He shoots toward goal again. This time it's close, I think. No, only one behind. Well, I thought he had a goal there for a minute.
Touched.
Maybe I was hopeful that
touched,
he had.
I think.
That was touched.
I hit the post, did it?
Must have just touched the post. All right. 17-12, 114 to 9-19, 73. Footscray having trouble kicking goals. The ball out toward Foster, and the mark will be paid to that player.
He's coming back into the game after a poor first half by Peter Foster. Now Beasley leads. He's ignored. Max Crow ducks back. Over the back. The big fella, but he's outmarked by the man in front in Darren Harris, who wants to play on. He really did want to play on there. He can really roost the ball. There's the siren. At three-quarter time, a commanding lead by North Melbourne. They're on 17-12. Well, they've just taken the off the big screen as I was just about to read it. Where is it? 17-12, 114 to Footscray, 9-19, 73.
On Sevens Big League, from the Melbourne Cricket Ground, umpire Ian Robinson about to commence the final term of the game between North Melbourne and Footscray. North Melbourne lead by 41 points. Footscray have been very disappointing. Can they come back now? They're going to try. They're going to drive the ball down through Tatsaris, down to their half-forward zone. Beasley and McCann do battle. Punched away by McCann. Picked up by Hardy. Caught by Atkins. The hand pass comes away. Somerville's kick very high into the open territory. McCann nearly got the mark, picked up by Schimmelbusch. It goes very high, back toward the half-back zone. Another chance for Purser. Purser drives Footscray forward. Up it goes McCann, fists it out of the full-back position.
Oh, he's playing great football down there as we see Jimmy Cracker receiving that big fist away by McCann. In goes David Ackley, caught, handballs to the line, and over the line it goes as the sign goes up, national no. Private is the way to go, and maybe North Melbourne might be shortly.
That may be so. Footscray have kicked 3 goals 16 since quarter time. 3 goals 16, I tell you. And North Melbourne 11 goals 7. McLean being tackled. I think he's been reported too. The kick comes off the boot of Baxter down to the half-forward zone. Crow can't take it. Rowan Robertson continues to play well. Gets the ball out towards Smith, can't pick it up before the boundary line. Don't think he wanted to. And a boundary throw-in taking place on the half-forward flank for Footscray. North Melbourne 17-12, 1-1-4. Footscray 9 goals 19, 73.
It's 11 degrees at the moment, but conditions are absolutely perfect as we see Ramsey down towards Donald McDonald. He and Darren Harris have been sharing the ruck work. Baxter, Peter Baxter, a hand pass to Steve Wallace, who runs to half-forward, stab kick, Beasley. Out in front of McCann, has marked the honours tonight, definitely with McCann, who has been outstanding at fullback in his defensive play. 6 possessions to Simon Beasley. He has kicked 2 goals and a chance. He is a very good kick for goal. It's a great camera shot of this one. We're right behind the full forward for Footscray, Simon Beasley. A very good full forward too he is, as we all know, as he stabs at this one. He hooks it slightly and's put it through for a point. So Footscray, Jack, since half-time.
He had a shot down the other end similar to that and had the same result.
Jack, 3 goals what since half-time?
So since half-time, they kicked 2 goals 10 in the third quarter, Footscray. So now they've kicked 3 goals 11. 2 goals 11 since half-time.
Plenty of the play on their forward line.
Right, see if they get it again. The ball's up on their half-forward zone now. Dwyer's going to get it out of bounds, I think. No, picked up by Wallace, who improved as the game went on. But the kick has gone straight to Wayne Schimmelbusch. He's on the half-back line, 50 metres out from
the nonchalant look he gave the young fella. There's a bit of difference in experience there between Shimmer and Craig Somerville.
Right, the high one. McDonald can't get in position to take the mark. I don't think he was either in position. Tatsaris with a lot of pace. Drives up towards Beasley again. McCann out of position. Oh, I thought he was. He got into position very well. Strength one out. Well done, Stephen McCann.
That was a magnificent mark because Beasley...
He wasn't in position.
I really thought Beasley had his name written all over as the kick comes out to David Dwyer.
That's a dangerous pass.
Well, it was. It didn't gain all that much. Dwyer, another short kick to Fairley. Over the back is Larkin, a very good player in the first half. Schimmelbusch, left foot, centre of the ground. Tatsaris has looked much better since going to the half-back line. Now it's Neil Cordy on the left foot, wide. But with Beasley covered, Max Crow going out of the game since the first quarter, it has been very, very difficult for Footscray on their forward line to score goals.
Even though North Melbourne led by 41 points at 3-quarter time, John Kennedy, their coach, gave them the greatest blast of all time. And they went to sleep a bit in the latter part of the third term, and he didn't let them forget it. He blasted each and every one of the North Melbourne players out there on the members' wing at the 3-quarter time break, and I think those words will be still in their ears. So North Melbourne on the half-back line now. 1-1-4, playing 74. The difference being 40 points. North Melbourne lead. McDonald tackled too high. The umpires paid advantage. Spargo into the open goal. 45 metres out, a shocking kick. Glendenning tried to get it down to a rover, but no rovers appeared. It may get forced through. It will get forced through by Michael Egan for one more behind to North Melbourne. 17 goals 13, 115. Footscray 9 goals 20, 74.
Kick from full back out to Baxter. Number 35 is Darren Baxter. Of course, his brother Peter is playing, and David Dwyer is a greatly improved player this year. The son of the ex-North champ, Twinkle Toes, the great ballroom dancer, up towards half-forward with the markers. Cordy's been one of their better players. Neil Cordy gets it across to Egan. Egan wide. A hand pass comes out to Baxter. Baxter over to McLean. He'll get the hoots because he was reported for hitting German earlier in the third quarter. There's Angelo Petraglia, who hasn't done a lot tonight. A long kick, though, looking for Beasley. He slips over Beasley. I
paid a trip.
I don't know about that one. I think he's very, very lucky. And look at McCann. He had nothing to do with that, McCann, I don't reckon.
I don't know either. I don't think he did, but the umpires awarded the free kick to Beasley, who's kicked 2 goals. Just put the replay up there on the big screen here at the MCG, and really we couldn't see a free kick in it, but that doesn't change the fact that Simon Beasley's going for his 3rd goal. The hoots of the crowd ringing through the MCG stadium as Beasley goes forward. He's missed it, I think. Only one behind. So Simon Beasley getting a shot at goal, but couldn't take advantage of it. Footscray, 9 goals, 20, 74 points. North Melbourne, 17, 13, 115 points. And Ackley kicking in from full-back up toward Demetriou with the front berth. Couldn't take the mark. Cordy's right foot kick. Neil Cordy comes down toward the goals, punched out by Ramsey. Hardy's a chance, didn't take possession. The umpire could have paid a free kick to Hardy there. Kicked off the ground by Hardy. Atkins takes it away from him. The umpire will bounce.
I actually think that was good umpiring by umpire Carlin on this occasion. I think Hardy was really trying to con him there and play for the free kick in the back. The North bloke was sensible, didn't really grab him. There's umpire Carlin about to bounce it on the 50-metre line. As you see, Cordy beaten for it by Harris. It's grabbed there by Baxter. Peter Baxter towards full forward. Crow couldn't take it. Now, was there a push out? The umpire saying there was, and it's coming back. And it will go to Steve McCann, I think, who's done a superb job at fullback tonight.
He goes in short to Matthew Larkin in the back pocket. Larkin driving out to the outer wing position. A well-placed kick that was taken, though, by Neil Cordy. Arsiri couldn't get back to take it. Neil Cordy brings it into the half-forward zone. There's a chance for backs. The hand pass comes to McLeod. He's caught in possession. Play-on's the call. Rowan Robertson once again getting a hand pass working up to Demetriou. His hand pass was very quick to Spargo. Spargo gets it moving upfield, and the mark has been taken by Donald McDonald. Just gave Tatsaris a whack across the ear. Could have lost possession. And Donald McDonald now doing some work that traffic police will do. Oh, there's another booking. What's going on? Umpire Carlin's he's the quickest pencil in the business.
It's taken over from Glenn Jones.
Well, there's another booking. I didn't quite see that one. Pete, did you? I didn't see it. I thought that Donald McDonald could have lost possession of the ball earlier. Now, what this one's for, I don't know, but anyhow, there he is. Umpire Brendan Carlin got 2 reports in his little white book out there. And the ball is still with Donald McDonald. He's still out on the half-forward flank.
Well, if Michael McLean gets rubbed out from that third quarter incident, I'll eat my hat.
Glendenning waiting to pounce with the kick by McDonald's long enough, but he couldn't make it from there. Glendenning's leaning right up to the half-forward zone. Couldn't take the mark. It comes down to Stephen Wallace. His left foot kick comes into no man's land. But Traglia might get there first. No, little Arsiri got there for North Melbourne first. He's going to look back toward Glendenning. The ball well placed, but it might be a little bit high for Glendenning. He didn't have a run at it. McLean looking for a free kick, was he? He now tries to... He looked for a free kick on that occasion. Oh, pinched by Phil Cracker. His hand pass comes out of the pack. Tapped down toward Arsiri again. He hooks it back into the scoring zone. Glendenning's there and takes the mark. Well placed by Arsiri, kept the ball in play, hooked it back from the boundary, and Glendenning took advantage of the kick.
Jack, you're always a chance, aren't you? If you grab it on the boundary and just bring it back towards the front of the goals, you only have to have a bloke drop in short, and it's almost a certain goal. That's exactly what happened. He's kicked 4. He's been a great player tonight, Glendenning. Right in front, he stabs, no doubt about the Brownlow medalist. He is a great kick, slams it through for his 5th, and he's given away a couple, and North Melbourne go further in front. 18-13, 121 for Footscray, 9-21-75.
Tonight's game, Glendenning has had 11 possessions and has kicked 5 goals, so you can't do a great deal more than that. That strapping on just above his right knee there, I think that's indicates a hamstring injury lower down in the leg. Done well. North Melbourne have played very well, but I still can't help repeating Footscray nearly kicked themselves out of it. 9-21, I don't have to tell you anymore, to 18-13. 121 playing 75. Back at the centre, 10 minutes into the final term on Sevens Big League. Ball tapped down by Harris. It's a chance for Schimmelbusch. Didn't make very good contact. McGuinness can't do much with it. He breaks away with it, tries again to get a kick forward, and the ball's taken by Ross Smith. Smith of North Melbourne kicking out toward the members' wing, where the lead has been made by Arsiri. Couldn't take it. A little bit too short in that position. Picked up by David Dwyer. Hand pass to Demetriou. It's about to be tackled. Got around two of them. He left foots it in toward the half-forward zone. Cracker can't take the mark. It's going to be taken away on this occasion.
Yes, and that's Darren Saunders bringing it. Oh, Wallace flew early and took a very good mark. Wallace could be 15 metres against Marcus Siri. Ah, boy, as we see Wallace, Stephen Wallace towards Beasley. Couldn't take the mark. Little Rowan Robertson, he's been a good player.
Made the mark.
What for?
Oh, he said he marked it, I suppose. That's fine. I didn't think it was a mark either. The umpire has paid the mark. Beasley has kicked 2 goals.
He's dumbfounded, McCann. Well, absolutely dumbfounded.
Too bad decisions gone against him.
Well, Simon Beasley, you're getting everything.
A bit of a dust
you
up
should at
there.
least kick a couple.
Well, it's about 50 metres out, as you see. This time he's pushed it through from behind again. So Beasley off target. He's had enough chances.
Well, it's poetic justice. They were 2 charities he got, Beasley.
4 points has been kicked by the full forward. 2 goals for by Simon Beasley. And the last 2 shots at goal really have been fairly charitable, as I've seen them. North Melbourne 18, 13, 121. Footscray 9 goals, 22, 76 points. They're on Sevens big lead from the MCG. McCann brings the ball back in toward Fairley. Wallace at the back's a chance. Fairley can't take it. Tackled well, though. Did well there. Dwyer picked up the crumb, shot one along the ground, and that's certainly what he did. Oh, hand pass by Cordy to McLean was very quick. The kick comes up to Harris, who takes it and barges past. Nearly kicked Hardy's head off. He punts the ball away to Cracker. Well picked up. He swooped on it, finds Arsiri. Arsiri can run up to the 50-metre mark or beyond. He's got the entire paddock. He waits for Glendinning to drop back. Hand passes to Dwyer. The left foot shot by Dwyer, swinging toward goal. It's another goal kicked by Dwyer. On the left foot, 2 fine goals kicked by Dwyer this evening. Both left foot shots and both at that end. North Melbourne 19-13, 127. Footscray 9-22-76 on Sevens big league.
22 possessions to David Dwyer, as we see Phil Malin coming on the ground. Going off is Darren Baxter, one of the Baxter boys, and well, that started with a brilliant pick-up by Jimmy Cracker as he pounced on it at half-back. Beautiful pass out to Marcus Siri, who drew the Footscray players out, gave it across. Well, there's Peter Foster being spoken to by Ian Robertson. He says, "I'll be a good boy," puts the mouth guard back in.
Well, no point in doing anything else. We were
a bit too late for that. They've already got 2 players booked by the looks of it, Footscray.
Yes, 13 minutes, 13 and a half minutes into the final term, and victory a long way from Footscray this evening, I would think, with 127 playing 76. Footscray going forward again. Ramsey backed himself and got what undone. The ball thumped down by McCann to Hardy. Hardy balks, in trouble, gets the kick straight across the ground and finds a teammate. The teammate he's found, it looks like Baxter going into the open goals. Who's down there? Somerville can't take the mark. A lot of pressure applied, run through by Roy Ramsey.
Peter Baxter it was who kicked it down, but that North defence has held up brilliantly tonight, led by McCann. They've put a lot of pressure on their opponents, and that's caused a lot of those points. And as well as that, they've missed a few sitters. Beasley's missed a couple of sitters. Max Crow missed about 4 or 5. Very easy kicks. There's the one, the kick out from full-back. Neil Cordy has tried particularly hard tonight. One of Footscray's better players.
Scoreboard showing 19-13, 127 to 9-23-77. That's 32 scoring shots each, and the difference is 50 points between the teams. So kicking goals and kicking points, Pete, makes a hell of a difference to the score.
It does. And they missed the vital ones. Crow missed the vital ones in the second quarter that would have taken them right up to North Melbourne, and he missed them. They went down the other end and North Melbourne converted.
Yes, well, there's, as I say, 32 scoring shots each, but 50 points between the teams. The ball being put down on just about centre wing member's side of the ground. Schimmelbusch doing the shepherding for Harris to try and get it out. It's been brought out by Atkins to Dwyer. Dwyer can see a short pass and finds it too. He finds McDonald. McDonald looking very athletic as he goes toward Larkin with the ball running toward The goals for Larkin. Oh, did a little bit too much, Larkin. He tried to break away, but didn't have the early pace to get away. McLean picks up the crumb after the hand pass, goes into the centre of the ground. A chance for Ackley, but Wallace got there first. Wallace breaks away with a hand pass to McGuinness. McGuinness under pressure, looking for somewhere to go. It's a long, wide hand pass to Egan. But Egan in trouble, picked up by Arceri. Jimmy Cracker picks up. Glendenning's dropping back. Jimmy Cracker goes to Glendenning. Glendenning got the hands of it, can't take it. Yes, he does. Did he get it through or not? No, touch, the umpire said.
Oh, gee, Rance has hurt himself. Look at that. In the groin, I think. But he gets up and kicks it out. He's got the scoreboard 128-77 in favour of North Melbourne. Purser has tried hard, rucked all night. Foster over his head. David Dwyer, greatly improved player in league football. Brings it back towards half forward. It's grabbed there by Matthew Larkin. Larkin to Marcus Siri. Siri onto the left foot. Cracker, Jimmy Cracker. Up he goes. His brother Phil's there. Here comes the magician. He's too slow to get rid of it this time, though, as he was tackled. Just got the kick in. Brian Cordy to Rance. Rance with a hand pass to Darren Saunders. Saunders runs from half back and brings it wide. Ramsey against Crow, and Roy Ramsey drops what he should have taken, although he was under pressure. Atkins to Phil Cracker. Let's see what he can do at this time. He turns on a Thrupney bit, finds Jimmy. Back it comes to Ramsey. Ramsey looking for a Siri. He's got it, the little fella too. Court drops the ball. Should have been holding the ball then. Brian Cordy wide to centre wing where Max Crow flies. Punches it away. Punched away by Foster. Who's there? It's McGuinness. McGuinness to Somerville. Over the back is McCann. Crashes his way through. Good play, Stephen McCann. Up to Cracker. Phil Cracker now, and it's Phil. What's he going to do with this one, Jack? A beautiful hand pass across to Spargo.
Yes, Spargo forced onto the left foot, tries to hook it back into the forward zone, and did that, and found Glendenning not moving that well, is he, Glendenning?
No, he's injured, yes. No doubt. Look at him gritting the teeth. That's hurting.
That hurt all right. He had to stretch out a little bit for that one. Don't write him off, though, even though it's a kicking leg. Glendenning has already kicked 5 goals, well within his distance, 45 metres out. Glendenning puts it forward. Is it straight? No, it's been pushed across the goals by the looks of things, and the umpire said only one behind.
But I'll tell you what, even with a slight strain, 129-77, with a slight strain, Jack, I don't know if you've ever had a hamstring injury, but you definitely don't kick through the ball, and that's 2 or 3 times he hasn't kicked through it because of that injury, as we see.
Purser did. He just drove the boot right behind that, but the kick wasn't well placed and found Dwyer.
Played well.
He has played well. He's using the ball well, too. Look at that. He found Harris. Harris saw Arceri go past, but then ignored him. Glendenning's going to be forced to try and take this mark. It's up high now. He can't get into position. The ball, Jimmy Cracker tried to hook it in, but it was forced through for 1 behind. Glendenning is not very mobile, Peter, down there. 19 goals, 16, 130 points is the North total. Footscray 9-23-77.
I just wonder how long he's been carrying that injury, because he had one early in the year, a bad hamstring injury, put him out for about a month. Maybe he's never recovered from that, because his form this year has not been like the Ross Glendenning that we know. He is a great player when he's firing. There's Malin. Malin from half-back flank brings it wide towards centre wing. Max Crow.
Ramsey's done well.
Yeah, Ramsey's done very, very well. As we see McLean, he'll get the hoots of the North Melbourne. So you can hear them now. He was reported for allegedly striking German. Look at that hand pass out wide. Stephen Wallace. Another hand pass to Malin. Malin from half forward brings it back. There's Rowan Robertson, who's been a great player, and he runs straight across the line with the football. That was almost deliberate, I reckon.
Yes, just about, Peter. Couldn't argue that point. 35 shots to 32 shots. North Melbourne won 30 points to 77 on the scoreboard. Crow tried for the tap out, didn't succeed in getting it. Harris in trouble there, trying to get a hand pass away. McGuinness gets a hand pass, but straight to Schimmelbusch. He comes back into the wing position. McDonald trying to fly over the top, and actually did fly over the top. No mark paid. McLean lets his teammate in Tatsaras go for it. He hooks it into the forward pocket. Beasley and McCann, they've had a great duel. McCann's one out, and it's taken away by Atkins. Hand passes away to Cracker, and Phil Cracker will run this one up toward the wing or half-back position. He shoots a short pass into Spargo, having trouble picking up. Gets away eventually, shoots one little hand pass out to Larkin. Larkin has to wait for the bounce. He can see the lead by Glendenning. It's not a fast lead, but he's out in front. Glendenning can't take the mark. Demetriou kicks around the corner. Cracker's there, and a mark should have been paid. Or a free kick to Egan. No, against Egan, I meant to say, but Egan gained possession, shoots it downfield again. Fairly leads. A little kick from Phil Cracker comes in. Oh, Spargo copped one around the ear holes. He took the mark. It was unintentional, and he'll go back and take the kick. Glendinning calling for the ball to be kicked high in the air, but the short pass goes into McDonald on the 15-metre mark. Now, he can kick a ball from there. Now, whether he kicks it straight enough is another thing. Glendinning, I don't think he's well enough to lead. Peter's staying back in the goal square and hopes he doesn't have to fly for it. McDonald's going to take the shot off the 50-metre mark. Camera right behind it. It's a torpedo punt, and it's just scraped the wrong side of the post, Ramon. Yes, only one behind. The crowd didn't think that was a point. They thought it was a goal. There wasn't much in it. A good attempt, a beautiful kick, but only 1 point. And 131 playing 77.
And great to see a torpedo punt instead of a drop punts all the time, which you get a bit sick of now and again. There's McDonald, nearly a mark. Ross Glendinning picks up, hooks back, 1 point.
Umpire right on the spot down there. North Melbourne 19-18, 132. Footscray 9 goals, 23, 77 points on Sevens Big League. We've been playing toward the 21.5-minute mark of the final term now, and Footscray have taken a bit of a hiding, but they've contributed to it because they've been kicking very poorly for goal.
This will be interesting. Look where he is on the mark. He's got to come back 3 metres. He'll nearly kick this. He kicks a mile, Harris. Oh, gee, it's a high one. Nearly gets there. It made the distance, but just offline and through for a point. But you can really roost the ball, Darren Harris.
He seemed to hurry his kicking, though. 19-19, 133 to 9-23, 77. So from the full-back position, Rance brings the ball into the half-forward. Harris once again. He's a bit further out on this occasion. Now, if he goes back and takes his time, there's enough of him. He should be able to kick the ball a mile.
Might go to the torp this time.
He has. It works up toward the goal square. It's off target again. Glendinning looking for the mark. Oh, he had it. Well, McDonald tried to. It's forced through for 1 behind. Now, that umpire's doing a lot of work down there. Peter's had some pretty hard decisions to give.
He's doing it well.
He's done it well. 19-20, 134 to 9-23, 77. I thought Glendinning just about had that mark. Now Rance from full-back again.
A high kick. Purser nearly took the mark. Malin to Wallace, who's improved his game since half-time. To McGuinness, and this is Tony McGuinness looking for Beasley. Beasley and McCann. Beasley should mark this. No, McCann playing in front. A great exhibition of fullback. Now it's a chance for Petraglia. Smothered. In they go after it. Rowan Robertson's been an excellent player today. Goes wide. He had no one to give it to, so he went for the boundary line, and that was good play.
That was a good piece of work by Rowan Robinson. There was no one home for North Melbourne, and he kicked it as hard as he possibly could to get it away from the pack. Good piece of work. Here's Harris on screen doing the ruck work against Crow on the half-forward line for Footscray. Harris got the tap down, going through with Schimmelbusch. Got a hand pass out toward Larkin. Larkin trying to pick up, looking for the free kick. Eventually suffers off the ground. Brian Cordy got it away. Then it was Neil Cordy. Another chance now for Ackley with the ball in front of him. Ackley puts it out to Phil Cracker. Phil Cracker picks up, goes toward Glendinning, who's led away from the goals. Atkins was waiting for, I think it was Spargo, waiting for Glendinning to come in, but Glendinning not moving well enough, and the mark has been taken by Saunders. Saunders of Footscray from half-back. A high kick, anyone's ball this. Harris will try and spoil Purser. The ball on the turf, taken by Ackley. It's shot out toward Schimmelbusch. He comes into the half-forward zone. Glendinnings's forced to go for this one. He's out in front, can't take the mark. Jimmy Cracker caught. The ball on the turf, taken away by Tatsaris. He's having trouble picking up and getting a kick. He eventually does that. Dwyer looks for possession against Wallace. He can't get it. Nearly a free kick to Dwyer. The umpire's not playing. Demetriou gets Wallace. Can't get rid of it. In the back, he said.
Yes, and fair enough too. Ian Robinson, I should say, a very experienced umpire. Gave that free kick to Stephen Wallace. He kicks to Brian Cordy, who's nowhere near match fit, I wouldn't think. He's missed a lot of the early part of the season. There's McLean. Michael McLean, a hand pass to another Michael, coming past in Michael Egan down from the back pocket, brings it to half forward. Robertson punches from behind. Foster is there, goes in after it, kicked off the ground by Robertson. Back to Spargo. Spargo with a high wobbly one towards half forward. Up they go. McDonald couldn't take the mark. Over the back. It's grabbed there by Saunders. Brings it towards half forward. Darren Harris takes the mark. Over to Jimmy Cracker. Taken away by Donny McGuinness. A wobbly kick now. Which way will it bounce? Oh, good full-back play. Lost the ball, but he deserved to get it for playing in front. Taken away there further field by Fairley. In they go at centre wing. Petraglia. Oh, gets away from the tackle and a long driving torpedo punt. Beasley. Oh, good play again by McCann. Somerville, hand pass to Beasley. A beautiful hand pass to Hardy from Beasley. Hardy fires at goal and slams it through for a goal to the Bulldogs.
Well, about time, I might say. North Melbourne 19-20, 134. Footscray 10 goals, 23, 83 points on Sevens big league. Well, it's a long time between goals, isn't it?
I'll say it is. It's been a very, very ordinary forward display by the Footscray side. They've had plenty of the play down there, Jack.
Well, that's their first goal in the final term. Before that, they'd kicked 4 points. So that's 1 goal 4 so far for the term after 2 goals 10 in the third term and 1 goal 6 in the second term.
And I said earlier in the game, I don't care what anyone says. Take a champion player out of a side, it can make an enormous difference to, you know, like Hawkins. I'm not saying they beat North. That's be a stupid statement, but gee, it'll make a big difference across that centre to have him there with that touch of brilliance.
Hardy looking for the free kick, and the umpire, I don't think he's going to pay that. Oh, he is. So anyhow, Hardy with the ball in the centre square, kicking up high. McCann and Beasley still continue their battle. McCann continues to win. Taken by Smith. He's going to put it out wide where the lead has been made by McDonald. Out it goes toward the boundary line. I don't think he was worried if no one got that.
Like one of those rugby kicks where they go out wide to the line.
Yes, he put it out right out on the wing position on the outer side of the ground. We're into the 26 and a half, or over the 26 and a half minute. Purser will do the ruck work against McDonald. Tapped down by Purser. Hardy's kick went straight up in the air. You wouldn't count that a kick. Tapped down by Purser. In goes Atkins. His hand pass ineffective, but tapped out by Schimmelbusch. Taken by Demetriou. The hand pass wasn't good either. Taken by Malin. He goes very wide, very high to the half-forward line. Players set themselves. Crow couldn't take the mark. Ramsey comes out while he's about to get... Oh, he was being held. The umpire didn't see that. Could have been Ackley's free kick on that occasion, and he will take the free kick on the half-back line for North Melbourne. 19 goals 20, 134 to 10 goals 23, 83 is the story on the scoreboard here at the MCG. Now Ackley directing traffic and the ball to the half-forward zone. Purser up high, one-handed. They're hard to mark up there. Demetriou picks up. The lead's by Glendenning, but he can't get to it. Not moving well enough. He allows Jimmy Cracker to get a hand pass in toward Phil Cracker. He couldn't do much with it, though. Rance tried to run it away, and successfully on that occasion, too. He picks up, he kicks in toward the centre of the ground. Chance for Dwyer, difficult mark to take, picked up by Atkins. A placement kick, a well-placed kick too. Larkin's got the open paddock. Glendenning's into goal square, but he goes to goal himself. And did it go through or hit the post? It went through all right. A North Melbourne goal to Matt Larkin. He's now kicked 2 goals out of North Melbourne's total of 20 goals, 20, 140 points. Footscray 10 goals, 23, 83 points on Sevens big league.
20 possessions to Matthew Larkin, 2 goals, and he is a very, very skillful player, Matthew Larkin. What with he and Siri and the Cracker brothers, they've got some great little man strength, North Melbourne, Jack.
Yes, there's a lot of ability in Matt Larkin. I'd like to see him put more work into his fitness. Ball tapped down. McLean a chance. McDonald a chance. Dimitri will get a kick. He goes out wide, finds Arsiri. Arsiri being called by Glendenning to kick it high. Glendenning gets the front berth, can't take the mark. Good defensive work by Saunders, and the ball out of bounds. But Glendenning gets into position now to do the ruck work for North Melbourne from the boundary throw in the forward pocket. North Melbourne 140 is on the scoreboard. Footscray 83 points. Boundary throw in. McDonald got the thump to the front of the pack. Looked like Saunders got the kick up to the wing position. Oh, they flew. Could have been a free kick North Melbourne's way against Foster. He's going crook, but I don't think he should. Harris with the free kick out on centre wing. He's going to use a long kick, and it is a long kick too. It comes within 30 metres of goal. Glendenning shepherded it out from that marking contest, and the mark taken by Andrew Purser. Purser only 30 metres out from North's goal, playing short. Into the half-back line he goes. Oops. Got the stutters on that occasion. I thought he was about to play on.
Murray Rance is the man on screen. A long kick towards centre wing. And it's a good mark. Gee, he's lifted his game since he got that burst from John Kennedy. And there's the siren to end the game here at the MCG. An impressive display by North Melbourne. 20 goals, 20, 140. They've defeated Footscray. 10, 23, a total of 83.
You want to be a real footballer? I've been a real footballer. You've got to look like a real footballer. You've got to go for the mark. The VFL mark. Go for the mark. Go for the mark.
Go for the VFL mark at Myer. Real footy Guernseys, real footy shorts, and real supporters wool jumpers in all club colours and badges. Go for the VFL mark at Myer.
Well, there's no doubt about North Melbourne under lights. A 7-goal blast in the second term really set the pattern for the evening, and the Northerners went on to record a much-deserved victory. A very resounding win. 20 goals, 20, 140. Footscray sadly off target, but still no excuse. 10 goals, 23, a total of 83 points. Main goal kickers for North Melbourne, firstly, Glendinning, back in business once again, playing the whole game this time up forward. He finished with 5 and Ian Fairley 3, whilst for Footscray it was a different story. Crow 3, Hardy and Beasley each contributed 2. Footscray's chances now of making the finals, well, it's a tough road ahead for them. And North Melbourne still clinging to that faint hope. The weeks ahead are certainly going to make for fascinating viewing, and of course you'll be able to catch it all right here on Pro Football.